Morning Show.
Good evening, boys and girls, and welcome to the Steel Toe Evening Show. It's the last one of the week, and it's during the Twins game. 1-1 currently. We're going to keep our eye on it. 1-1 currently heading to the top of the fourth. Twins need to win this one, or their season is over. It's done. And I have a feeling that if we win this one, we're going to win the whole thing. Not the World Series, just this story. Or this series. Excuse me.
Be nice if we won the whole thing.
It would be wonderful, wouldn't it? If a Minnesota team won something, that would be so cool. I was watching my overly positive Korean gentleman talk about the Vikings this morning on my way to the gym.
Yeah.
And I was looking at the schedule that he had up for the rest of the year, and I'm like, boy, if we could just, after, we get the Bears, and then, Green Bay looks really bad. We can get them twice. No. You got Atlanta, and you got New Orleans, and you got the Raiders, and you got Denver,
But do we? Do we got it?
A lot of potential wins in there, and then you consider Justin Jefferson's out for at least the next 4 games, if not the rest of the year.
My jersey is now, not relevant at all.
Look, it's not salvageable. But I watch my Korean guy, and it all becomes salvageable. He gets me believing that it's salvageable.
Koreans are very believable in general.
Whoa. Now, do you mean like they're tricky? Or do you mean they're trustworthy? Which one?
I don't. You know what? Whether the thing is negative or positive, I believe you can trust them.
Is April saying that Koreans are tricky? Interesting.
Wow.
MSO says, I got this tonight. Rupert says, good luck, MSO. And Aaron Imhole says, F you, MSO. I'll get my money. I always do. Now, see, I don't feel like it's that aggressive when I do it, but he's my inner monologue, I think we've established. Tonight, we did activate 50 of the 70 Kick cushion. If you're on Kick and you gift subs on Kick, we put that into a slush fund, and we use that intermittently. We used 50 of it up front, so we're making the first donation tonight to the program. 200 is the goal, and there's all the links in the chat. How about just 2 people throw in 100 each? We'll call this thing done.
Thank you.
That's me mentioning it. You guys will donate from there. I will mention and thank you for the donations when they come in, whether it's Super Chats, Rumble, Streamlabs, PayPal, whatever. But so far this week, it has just been that. And then I trust the audience, and I trust God. And then in the last 5 minutes, I rattle the can, and we see if we can come up with whatever's left. And so far, it has worked.
I like that this show has brought you religion once again.
Look, man, I got nothing else after this. So I gotta, it's gotta be God.
Can't's the real C word.
Can't is the real C word. Unless you want to buy a quality, dependable vehicle for you and your family from me, hit the goal.
There's a disgusting number of people out there that would love to buy a car from you, I bet.
I know. That's gross. I'd probably be very good at it, too.
Yes, you would.
Anything sales related, I would be great. What if we're finding out that I actually would move up the sales world and I would be making far more money doing that than I would this?
I don't know that that's too far out of the realm of possibility, but
What if I were selling cars or houses or so? I wouldn't want to sell houses.
No, not right now.
But like selling cars or selling products or pitching things or whatever. And then what if I had taken that route when I was 19 years old instead of radio? Would we be talking 5, 6, 700,000 a year by this point?
What if this show is holding you back?
This show
God
might
damn
be
it.
holding back my potential, but there's only one way to find out. Knock out tonight's goal. We'll do 30 minutes of overtime, and we have an unprecedented moment
Okay.
tonight if we do
Wait,
overtime.
what?
Unprecedented moment tonight.
Do I know?
Our unprecedented moment would be we have the first ever video that I know of in existence where Ed and Michelle said a negative thing about the place they ate.
Oh.
That's right.
Okay.
Ed and Michelle shit all over an A&W they ate at.
Like quite literally there's poo?
No. I mean, the Michelle shitting videos are only on her OnlyFans, but the actual...
A lot of corn.
Yeah, it's a heavy, and it's not all the way solid. It's just... It's
Not okay.
It's Michelle.
It's a greenish color for some reason.
Aaron Imhole also saying, open your wallets, bitches. See, like, I don't feel like I say it like that.
He's saying it for you.
I guess
Calm
so.
down.
He's being the bad guy, so I don't have to be.
By the way,
Yes, I'd love to hear what you're about to say next.
they were very funny last night. I missed last
God.
night. You guys were fucking hilarious.
Not only was the
Nice
chat
job.
funny last night, the chat was hilarious this morning.
I loved my 3 personalities out there, one of each color.
Since we've cut back, since we haven't been begging this week, we've been having a lot of fun with the chat. So we got tonight, we got whatever tomorrow morning's goal ends up being, and then after that, it's Rumble Link Friday, and those are always a fucking blast. So this whole, like, not begging week might actually work out.
Then
I'm
they
excited.
just kick you in the teeth next week.
April did say after the show today, she goes, oh, it's so much more fun
Yes.
when it's like that.
Oh, it takes so much less out of you. There is
Yeah.
something like depleting about asking for money.
Eat, Pray, Love says, was catching up on the Kiki April show. Surprisingly good, but Ape never answered Keanu's question, where did you first meet? Oh, God, we've told this story
Yeah, I did.
so many times. We met. Yeah, you told him that you met at my the celebration,
His rating
the
celebration.
rating celebration.
He invited. We'd been talking for a few weeks because he knew me from my hometown where we originally met. But
Yeah.
that's the irrelevant portion of our lives, I
Yeah.
think. Yeah, he invited me to this thing, and I went, and that was that.
There you go. Tigger next door says, I can confirm Michelle's shitting videos are only on her OnlyFans, and I am not proud of myself either. Hey, you don't need to feel shame here. You're amongst friends. Aaron Imhole also says the Twins will win, just like me with my goal. We'll see that. We're going to have to work on
That's
his
risky.
character because that's too optimistic for him. He's usually a really aggressive, angry guy.
Maybe your inner monologue is bipolar.
Perhaps. You know what? It could be mentally ill.
He's in a manic phase.
That makes sense. Taste Fairy says, and the Twins already pulled their starter after 1 home run. Look, it's the thing I've been talking about baseball lately. I don't like it. I don't like that analytics bullshit. I don't like that they pull out this little card with these little percentages and go, well, this is what we should do. You don't pull your starter after 3 innings. Or no, I think it was 2 innings.
2.
You don't pull your starter after 2 innings and he gave up 1 home run and it's the only hit he's given up. It's so stupid. He should be in there. But it's the way they do the game now. I mean, Barrios, I think pulling Barrios cost the Blue Jays. They could maybe still be in the playoffs right now.
I agree.
It's just, I hate it. I think it's stupid. Uh-oh, the Astros are up 3-1 in the top of the 4th.
Ew.
This could be the beginning of the end for the old Twins.
I told you I didn't feel good about this one.
Triple N says optimistic Asian is such a nice guy. He really is.
Is that his name?
No, he's got a name like a person, but his name is not Optimistic Asian. It's Purple FTW Daily. That's his channel name.
Aaron,
Yeah.
do you know what FTW means?
For the win.
Okay, I was checking.
We actually have a segment tonight. We have an article where New York Post went through all of the Gen Z slang, and we're going to go through it tonight. We're going to see how much of it I know.
I don't even know that I know all of it.
Well-trained house Negro says, sorry, boss, but Strohs over toes. Well, so far you're right. Top of the fourth, 3-1 Astros. Do they have one of those play-by-play thingies? Do they have one of the MLB? Oh, yeah, MLB Game Day. There we go. All right, so top of the fourth, 2 outs, nobody on. Shit. We're down. Well, look, it's top of the fourth inning.
It's only down by 2.
We got plenty of time to catch up, right? Got to be optimistic if you're a Minnesota sports fan. All right, let's catch up with the chat, and then we got plenty of stuff to talk about tonight. Chandler was arrested for money laundering, says MSO. Well, that would be it. Then I'd have to pack up.
Well, now you're saying you don't know who that was either.
That would be the end of us. And if they have to seize our assets then because they came from that, yikes, that's going to be a tough one. Hard to bounce back from. Let's prove to MSO we can do it without Chandler tonight, though. Give the poor guy a break. Rusty Grammer says, great compound show with Mean Gene Brother. That was a great compound show.
It was fun. It
was great. And Gino and I, you got to give us this. Boy, do we get people talking.
You are great together.
We are. Whether you thought we were great or we drew heat, we draw, baby. I mean, we are heat magnets. Hating Gino or hating me when we're so good at putting on a show is just you not being a happy enough person to either enjoy something or go find something you enjoy. If you don't like it, it's very easy to move on, but you're not hurting us the way you think you are when you watch every second of what we do. I come from the radio business, not the internet. The internet podcasters are amateurs. They don't know anything. So in radio, we all know a hate listen and a love listen are the same exact listen. There's no difference in the two. You can yell and scream, you can piss and moan all you want, but a watch is a watch is a watch. Same thing on the internet, and you guys will learn that in time when you're all grown up. If you hate what we did and you still watched it,
we
still won. Now, here's how I'll give you how you win. I'll give you how you win and we lose. You don't watch us and you don't give a fuck about us. You don't let us occupy space in your head or occupy space on your phone or your computer. You move on. You don't think about it. You're the winner. We're the loser. We lost out on a viewer. We lost out on a potential fan. But you just went off and did your own thing, you lucky bastard. Well-trained house Negro says, all you Jesus Christ, I can't read that.
You almost did.
All you blue bunnies, stop dancing for 10 goddamned seconds and get your wallets out for massa. Wow.
I kind of want to know who that is.
Wow.
That was a spicy one.
Well-trained house Negro says, actually, you can make $100K selling life insurance. Well, shit. I've got it all lined up then.
That's not untrue. I actually almost started doing that one time.
Triple N says, dude, A&W changed their burgers a few years ago, and they suck now. Damn it. Aaron Imhole says, I'm always funny, unlike those lovers over at the Boomer Blood Sports. I think he means losers. There lovers. You go. Only mentally ill people are those idiots on Reddit. Well, yeah, I mean, if you spend a lot of time on Reddit and Discord, you probably are a little mentally ill. You do need to learn how to interact with human beings, but to each their own. I've always said they have every right to do that. They need an outlet or they'd kill somebody. Crab Slap Hammer says, if anyone thinks April looks like a snack, just realize the entire Canadian Thanksgiving is betwixt Aaron's sweet honey muffins, eh? Thank you, Crab Slap Hammer. I didn't know you were Canadian. I appreciate that.
That is so mean.
April's Perky Puffers with $2 says, speaking of the old twins, thank you, April's Perky Puffers. Thanks. I appreciate that. $2 away from tonight. Thank you guys very much. We're going to knock that out. Our final evening show of the week. Let's catch up with the chat. Like my hero, I've been doing radio since I was 18, says Aaron Imhold. No, you stop that right now. I started at 19. It's totally different.
I've been doing radio since I was 19. Sounds the same.
Packerbacker says Reddit is full of incels and retards, but you repeat yourself. Rexstart parody account subscribing for 1 month over on Kick. There we go. There we go. Thank you, buddy. And I don't mean to say that the tide is building over at Kick, but we're at 15 people tonight.
And right out the gate, too, actually.
Look
That's a
out.
person per minute.
Citizen M says, April met Aaron as a student when he came to her high school to promote the radio station. I thought they told the story before. No, here's what I remember. Her class came in to record like an FFA greeting or something.
It wasn't my class. It was a group.
Yeah, that we used to do at the radio station. I didn't know who she was back then. It's not like we met. Like,
I don't mean to brag, but I was president of my chapter at the time.
yeah, I don't think we like met and like, hi, how are you? I'm just I was the production director and I was just a fucking prick. And I'm like, all right, your turn, go. All right, your turn, go.
I wish I could go back to that moment and take it as a warning.
Yeah, all right, your turn,
curmudgeon.
go. You know, all right, no, that's good enough. I'll edit it. I'll fix it later. I would say I actually knew who she was, and we met at the event at Raleigh's.
Well, you knew who I was with the whole Snapchat bit that you and Oz were doing.
Oz and I did a bit when I became single again, where I just had people Snapchat me. And it was
I
just,
didn't
it was
even
just
send
a way.
you a message. I just added you, and you messaged me first.
Yeah.
You're like, "Aren't you that girl from Litchfield?"
Yeah,
and I'm
it's
like,
just-
I don't know if that's an insult.
Just a horny
or-
dude trying to get some pussy on the radio. That's all it was.
I remember seeing you messaged me that day, and I went to my coworker, and I'm like, "This fucking guy."
Fucks yeah.
And he looked at me, and he's like, "What are you
am.
gonna do about it?"
Never said I wasn't a scumbag. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding? It was still wrong to have sex with her at 15, Aaron, says Fauci's Pangolin. Aaron Eimold says, don't forget those idiots who watch NLO win by 2, MLC, Pot Awful, and Red Bar, all tards. Not tards. I mean, maybe like Forrest Gump level IQ. Most of those shows are so unwatchably boring, but there's no accounting for bad taste. See, you're like the evil version of me. I'm a more gentle soul.
So you probably met me actually when I was either 17 or 18.
Yeah, probably.
When I was a president, I was
Well,
I was 17.
I didn't know it was bragging time this evening.
So technically, by statute of limitation. No, wait, not that.
Age of consent laws.
Consent laws. It was kosher.
We were totally fine.
We were totally cool.
I shouldn't have fucked you in the production studio, though. That was morally
Got
wrong.
goo everywhere.
Got goo all over. Those sliders were never the same.
Are you talking about me or the sliders?
I'm talking about the actual faders on the board. Yeah.
Not this
Actually,
slider.
the first station I worked at was so old school that we actually had the knobs that you turn. Like, we didn't have the levels where you push them up.
I know.
We had the circle knobs, and you had to turn them up that way. It was, oh boy, was that 70s as fuck.
They were all clogged with your nut from
All-
watching porn all the time.
All just cum all over them. Ugh, you turned them and they went. It was really strange.
Well, a weird white dust ploofed out
Yeah.
of it when you turned it.
Just potato flakes just coming up right through the thing. All bad, man.
Gross.
All bad. Thank you to What's His Nuts for starting us off over on PayPal tonight.
Ooh.
What a guy. Look at that. Nat Clo
Thank you.
with $10 says, since Aaron can't satisfy you in bed, April, Red Bar can be your new daddy. Give it a year. What, and he'll be dead?
If I could break that down real quick, nobody ever said that first part ever. I was quoting a scientific fact of women.
They need you to have said that. Can you at least
I know they
acknowledge
do.
that?
I know that you need that.
Acknowledge
Part
that they need
two,
that.
I would literally never touch this old man with a colostomy bag.
Yeah, you'll get shit all over the
And
place.
3, I've got at least 2 years per Melton. He's given me 2 years to get out of this.
Yeah, Red Bar's not going to be alive by the time she's out.
So go fuck yourself.
You got to remember that, Nat Clo, but thank you for the money. I appreciate that, buddy. You paid to get beat up like that. I respect
He paid
that.
too much for that almost.
You did pay too much for that.
I would have paid less.
175 away from tonight. Thank you guys very much. Off to a great start this evening. I'm really scared to even talk about this next story because I think April's going to throw a fit. I think she's going to.
Is it the one?
She's going to lose her fucking mind. By the way, Sid Saraf, thank you for renewing your membership for a 7th month. He says, to quote a great Marine, how do I get out of this chicken shit outfit? Cruz Smitty says, Red Bar totally shits in a bag. Yeah, see, Nat Clo, I would not have written that if I were you because it was, now it's just going to open the floodgates. And I'm only reading one of the people accurately shitting on Red Bar.
I don't think anybody in this chat or female related in general would touch him. Probably not even Jules anymore.
Jules had to, he had to meet her when she was like a low teenager. Like, that was not legal when they first met.
No.
And he had to either wait until she was legal, or
There's-
he probably didn't wait till she was legal.
There's a lot of stories out there.
Oh God, the embezzling money from the comedy club and then
Yeah.
getting kicked out, and then his mommy and daddy having to back Red Bar Radio until it could turn a profit, and then finding a child bride, which hey,
Not even from this country, by the way.
look,
How did that happen?
child bride from Canada too.
Did you mail order her?
Wheat Dip says,
fuck?
I'm sorry, Nat Chloe. I really apologize, buddy. This turned on you a little bit. Wheat Dip says, no need to crap on Red Bar. He craps on himself.
Oops.
It's not nice. Return Trip says, floodgates opening is not a good phrase to use when talking about Red Bar's colostomy bag. Lemmy says, I think Red Bar is really good looking. Yeah, but didn't you say the same about Granny? So let's go to standards here, Lemmy. I think you'll admit that. Grooming Jules says Triple N. Yeah, for sure. It's gross.
Look into it.
Cruz Smitty says, Mike David's breath smells like he's been chewing on a turd for 30 minutes. You shouldn't be that intimate with him.
You shouldn't get that close, probably.
That's a you problem. Didn't you just tell a story of meeting April in high school? Yeah,
we
but
weren't fucking or in a relationship.
Actually, I probably didn't even know her name at that point.
I literally came into his studio to record something.
Yeah, it was just somebody who came in, and I'm like, all right, record your fucking FFA greeting. Go.
We wouldn't get together if I was 18 then. I got with you when I wasn't with him until I was 25 years old. Yeah. Plenty old.
Carlos says Red Bar could come with Jules to Canada and get made.
He actually probably is afraid to go to Canada.
Dude,
now.
if he goes back to her place in Canada, her parents' place, they probably are going to send her parents maid program information.
At least a pamphlet, right?
Ooh, that's going to be bad. Yeah, Mike, look, I don't wish death on you. God has already done that. I don't wish death on you, so don't go to Canada.
At his age, do you still call her dad?
I don't think he has respect for anybody. I don't think he knows how to interact with human beings. Citizen M says, these Red Bar criticisms have me shaking, crying, and throwing up. I'm sorry. I apologize.
No, you're not.
My bad. Well-trained house Negro says Red Bar looks like he smells like hair products, mothballs, and Pine Sol. Nat Chloe did say thanks for the promo. I think Red Bar needs our publicity. I don't hear anything about the guy anymore.
That's just their easiest go-to when they're getting shit upon.
Yeah.
Thanks for the promo.
You kind of need it, though. I mean, thank you
You
for...
said my name.
Thank you for admitting that you need the promotion, because I never see it anywhere anymore. Bree S says, no, guys, it was just an innocent finger pop. There was no finger pop.
Wait, who?
No, me and you. There was no finger pop.
I probably would have looked at you back then because you were kind of, you looked like that back then, right?
Oh.
I wouldn't have given you a second look at that.
Oh,
stage
really?
Of my life.
Okay.
You did not look like this. Just say.
We diff calling him Dead Bar. See, now that's a little too on the nose. Triple N saying soon he'll be in Jewish heaven, or hell, as we like to call it.
And you know what? I probably wasn't cute back then. So fuck it.
Todd Pemper says, Red Bar sucks, but live long and prosper. Exactly. We're rooting for the guy, and we're rooting for Nat Chloe, because it probably is a tough time for all of them. And we wish you nothing but the best, and may you prosper.
I used to see people clipping that show and stuff, or at least talking about it. I haven't realized till right now. I haven't seen anything.
Citizen M says Mike hasn't done a show in over a month. He's fucking dying again, isn't he? That can't be true. He hasn't done a show in over a month.
Don't look at me. I didn't cancel it.
Oh, no. Oh, my God. It's been over a month. Oh, and he still looks really skinny and shit. Oh, no. Yeah, probably dying again.
Don't you go dying on
You
me.
can only last so long. I mean, he's not in good health. He had to take a year off, for Christ's sake.
And you know what? The thing is, I used to be a big fan of his until he got shitty. Yeah. Literally, actually.
Literally got
shit
shitty.
Turned me off.
And it wasn't even when he decided he needed us for publicity. It was just when he came back and you're like, the spark's gone. You know, like it's just not there anymore. Yeah. And then when I think my breaking point where I canceled was when Sven came out and said what he said. And I'm like, oh, this guy really is just a rancid bag of shit. Literally.
That Sven stuff was really...
That was eye-opening.
Really eye-opening.
Yeah.
And off-putting.
Well, because what it did was it confirmed a lot of the things that you already thought. And you're just kind of like, oh boy.
I still to this day, like, I really do believe in my heart of hearts he's dying right now and rotting for being so shitty to people for so many years.
Kind of deserves it. right?
If karma exists, that's exactly what visited him.
Wheat Dip says, R.I.P. Red Bar, how long before Jules is dating? Well, she can probably make it to her senior prom.
She'll probably need a little therapy first to get out of that relationship.
Yeah, probably. The Rumble people, I am listening to the Rumble people. They do want me to start muting more of these like promotional accounts and shit that just post links and stuff in there. That would be nice. Stuart Angel says these two are delusional. Yes, Red Bar fan, we're delusional. He hasn't done a show in a month and a half, probably dying, but we're the delusional ones.
And you're watching us.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, Stuart, unlike Red Bar, you can actually watch us.
You can rely on us to have a show when we say we're going to have
one.
Dude,
is there going to be anybody in internet history more shit on than Mike David when he dies?
Literally or figuratively?
Him dying is going to make him the biggest internet lol cow of all time.
Well, everybody that he's been so ultra shitty to for forever is going to throw a party.
There's going to be the Ethan Kleins of the world, Andrew Schultz, Cumia. You know what's funny about that is Mike David once said, I'm going to go to Cumia's funeral and I'm going to do a bit. It's some hacky shit like that. Anthony should absolutely go to Mike David's funeral.
Yeah. Yeah, you should.
Would be really, really
Maybe he'll
good.
take Jules on a date. He likes him young.
Yeah, maybe he'll go take Jules out and comfort her.
I don't feel good saying that.
Crew Smitty says Red Bar is shitting his way to hell. Wow.
That's just mean.
Wow.
Disavow.
That is just so mean-spirited. All right, let's talk about this because April's going to get all fired up and angry, and it's going to be fun. But real quick, oh, God, middle of the fifth. So we already came up and down in the fourth, and the Astros came up and down in the top of the fifth. Still 3-1. Twins trying to hang in there.
Your thoughts?
It doesn't look good. It doesn't look good.
I don't feel good about it. I never did today.
I
don't know what that is.
I think we hurt that Stewart guy's feelings. Sorry, buddy. Just the truth hurts. You'll be fine. You'll move on to something
Definitely
else.
Go catch up on Red Bar's show, as I hear he's probably got new ones.
Go,
get caught up on.
You're going to have to watch the old ones, though. Sorry. Because no new ones.
Probably go to the pre-sickness era. It was a lot better.
Yeah, I would say go to like just before he got on Cumia.
It's October. Go to the Halloween one.
Yeah, go check
that
those
out. That one's timeless, really.
Nothing new. You're not going to see anything brand new. Sorry, Stuart. All right, the Jada Pinkett Smith, Will Smith deal. I know Citizen M was excited to talk about this tonight, too. April fucking hates it. God, we got a lot of mileage out of that super chat.
Yeah, we really did.
That was good.
That was a $10 well spent.
That's why you can't really come after this show. We just kind of roll with it and have fun with you. And then you get mad at us. I hate that. That's my favorite part. I hate that. They go, oh, fuck you. I got you. And you're like, you just start making fun of them and teasing them. And then they get mad. And I'm like, bro, I didn't ask you to come here. You appeared. I'm good at rolling with shit and I shit on you.
Thing. We're not going to be bothered over here when you came to us.
Yeah, I'm just trying to have some fun with you. Like we were talking about it this morning. How many of our fans, like dedicated fans, and they were admitting it all over the place in the chats today, started off as trolls?
It was a lot of them.
And they were like, boy, you guys really just don't take shit seriously and you kind of goof on it. I like that. So I'm going to stop trolling you. I'm going to be a fan. Stuart, that's probably for you. You should probably just lean back and be a fan.
Stuart.
Triple N says,
Can we
Stuart,
watch that again?
Triple N says, Stuart, great comeback. Devastating. Devastating.
Oh.
Stuart, go to Red Bar right after Cumia.
Look at Stuart. He's trying so hard. Ooh, slow chat.
He really is giving his best. Look, if you got kind of shit talked that way by everybody, you'd be trying to save face too. But he could just accept me as his savior, and I would forgive him for all transgressions. But
are you the daddy he never had?
I could be. Not a good one, but I am one. Let's go to this Will Smith.
No.
Let's go to this Will and Jada thing. April hates this. Citizen M doesn't like this either. Ugh. So apparently, this the Jada Pinkett Will Smith thing, they've been separated for 7 years. And by the way, it was a secret separation. Oh, God, I'm going to get worked up, too. I didn't think I would.
Right? It is maddening.
I hate her so much. I hate her more than Amber Heard, easily.
Yeah, she is somehow more hateable.
She is such a dastardly piece of shit because, like Cersei Lannister, She knows exactly what she's doing, and she's so cold and cunty about it. And she does that woman thing like, oh, what? What do you mean?
Okay, he's not innocent either anymore, it turns out.
He's a cuck.
I don't give a shit. They're both bags of shit. They're both liars. They both have made people give a shit about events regarding those two for years that didn't matter, ever.
But here's what makes me hate her so much. Is that I guarantee she told him, baby, let's keep the separation secret. We don't need... She's the one who said that she fucked that one guy behind...
August Alsina.
Fucked him and cheated on Will Smith and then just blurted that out in front of the entire world on YouTube, right in front of Will Smith's face, and he looked like a bitch.
But you know the fucking funny thing about it is they were separated. So technically there was no affair and it was a nothing murder.
I think that was like 2012.
Oh, no, TMZ covered it.
Oh,
I
really?
heard it at the gym. Oh, yeah.
I thought Harvey was talking about Israel all fucking day.
Oh, no, they were covering this while I was in the locker room.
So she goes and she does that to him on YouTube. And then I guarantee when they do the separation, she's like, baby, let's just keep this a secret and not say anything. And what she meant was, let's keep this a secret until I'm ready to tell everyone, because I want to be in control of what's said. I want to be the PR machine. I want to be the one who can spin everything to my favor. This evil little puppet master. And by the way, I had no idea what little balls Will Smith had.
That's kind of why I hate him.
Just tiny little balls.
Well, even TMZ was so like not complimentary to either of them anymore. They were actually very upset. I don't know if you have the clip or not of them talking about this. This alleged affair with August Alsina, covering a slap about a wife that apparently wasn't your wife, and all this shit. When none of it was cheating, the wife thing wasn't accurate. You've been separated for years, and you made people give a shit about it.
Yeah.
Like, they were actually really upset.
And then Chris Rock makes a joke about Jada Pinkett Smith's hair. Will Smith gets up in front of God and everybody and slaps him in the mouth. And then we find out it was for nothing because you're not even with the bitch.
The only person who truly deserves to be upset here is Chris Rock.
Right.
About anything.
Chris Rock should be able to slap both of them. You weren't even together. I wasn't even making fun of your wife. And you know she was off fucking dudes while they were separated.
He gets to also. They're separated.
I bet he's not.
But he should.
No balls. No balls.
That's his fault.
I understand that. Absolutely.
Both of them are obnoxious. One of them clearly rolls over the other one constantly, but they're not together. But then there's a clip of her saying, well, I just couldn't find it in myself to not like to give up on this thing fully. Yeah. So I just kind of wanted to like basically keep face.
Yeah. So she revealed today that they've actually been separated for 7 years. She said this, this afternoon, this morning? In a People interview, an interview with People. According to Pinkett Smith, she and Smith have been separated and have lived completely separate lives since 2016, almost 20 years after they married in 1997.
Making every drama they've had null and void.
And this guy just went along with it every step of the way. What? SH says it perfectly. Says, oh, okay. I was thinking he was putting up with her shit because they didn't have a prenup. So he's just pathetic.
Yes. This guy who is this big semi-giant in like the cinema industry too. Like you're taking this big dude down, the Men in Black guy and then everything else guy, and just he's nothing now.
I think I agree with Lemmy. Will's a gay man, but he comes out as pansexual and hooks up with Wayne Brady.
I don't disagree with her. I can see that.
Wayne Brady deserves better.
I think everybody deserves better.
Wasn't Wayne?
He will be the bitch of the relationship.
Didn't Wayne Brady? Didn't he come out recently and say he's a pansexual guy? Like he just likes to fuck.
I like
whatever.
pans. I like a good nonstick.
No, April. He doesn't fuck cookware. He's attracted to everything.
So you could have put the handle up there.
No, yeah. Oh, well, look, anybody can. Look, jamming cookware handles up your asshole is not gay or pansexual. All right, that's just experimental.
I like the ones that kind of like
no. I'm going to defend myself. I mean, people who do this. That is just experimental, and it is totally fine. What a bunch of drunk guys do in their kitchen on a midnight on Easter is their business.
While listening to Matchbox 20.
Yes.
Oh, it doesn't. I thought I heard you two up late at night.
It doesn't matter what the rest of you think.
What do you call your pan? What's his name?
Peter. Throbbing Williams. I love that name. Throbbing Williams renewing his Baby Boot membership for a 4th month. Says the G.I. Jane comment was laughable, though.
Thank you.
Yeah, it wasn't a good joke.
Okay, it wasn't a good joke, but you also don't get to defend your non-wife and call her your wife and hit somebody.
Buddy Travis says completely separate life, but you bring her ass to the award show doesn't seem separated. Right. Like, him being free of her, you'd think would be like the greatest gift on earth for Will Smith.
They've been giving, like, keeping face is the gist of it that I got.
But only because she has no career anymore. She hasn't had one for a long time. She wants to be Mrs. Will Smith. She wants the cachet that comes with that.
She's destroyed what that looks like, though.
Right. Now but this is the brilliance of what a succubus she is. She's brought the whole thing tumbling down.
Mm-hmm.
She wanted it to prop herself and her own pathetic career up. Instead, she brought both of them down. Because now, what are you going to do? Cast Will Smith in a tough guy role? Is anybody going to believe it? He's a cuck.
She's a cunt.
The cuck and the cunt. They could make a TV series. It'll be perfect.
God, they're both obnoxious to me now.
If they remade Game of Thrones, he could be Theon Greyjoy. Because he's got no dick. It's perfect. April's Perky Puffers with $2 says, makes me think the slap definitely was staged.
Oh no, Chris Rock was upset about that one, wasn't he?
Yeah, I don't think it was staged, but I understand where this story would make you lend credence to that.
Here's where I'll agree with you that it was staged, not by like Chris Rock knowing anything about it, but Jada looked at Will and was like, hey, if anyone says shit about me, you still defend me as your wife out there.
Wow. And he did.
You go in the trenches for me.
April's Perky Puffers also saying, Will 100% gay as fuck. Well, then you can take
Good
it
guess.
to the bank. Nobody Likes Onions says, Wayne Brady deserves a woman with big hips like myself. Goddamn right, Pat. T. Jefferson says, because Matchbox 20 is the soundtrack of gay love.
Precisely.
You didn't say allegedly.
When that song bent, they're talking about wieners.
No, it's just a bent cock in your ass. Can you help me? I'm bent. I'm so scared that I'll never get put back together because you had it up your asshole so hard.
And now it just feels like there's a piece of you missing.
Keep breaking me in. And this is how we will end, meaning you're going to come. Oh, wow. Bent really is about gay love. Let's see how far we've come. Let's see how far we've come.
Do they sing that too?
Yeah, that's their song.
Ew.
What?
I just am against it.
It's not a bad song. 3 a.m.'s not a bad song either.
God damn it.
Real World's pretty good.
I hate them all.
Like them all. They're all good. Paul Polito says, so I'm all for shitting all over the Smiths, but was there a recent development? Yeah, just the one we've been talking about.
The one today where she literally dropped a bombshell on everyone saying we've been separated since 2016.
Yeah, just that
Like
one.
we've been having entirely separate lives, but haha, we still got you guys to really focus in on us and all our dramas.
Chris Rock's brother Tony said when he sees Will Smith, it's on sight. I thought Tony Rock was dead. Well, now I feel like a bag of shit. Tony
Feeling
Rock.
like a bag of shit.
Oh, he's only 49 years old. He's actually younger than Chris.
God.
He's Chris Rock's younger brother.
He looks very young.
Sorry. Whoopsie daisy. Well-trained house Negro says, I skeeted over my own head once. Nobody Likes Onions. I prefer to play Goo Goo Dolls when I am doing power bottom. Hey, to each their own.
Whoa.
To each their own. It's not something you needed to admit.
Yikes.
Thank you for the $2. April's Perky Puffers. 175 away from tonight. Thank you for the contribution. All the links are in the little chat there. Buddy Travis says, make me a mod on Rumble too. Can I do that? I don't. I'd have to do it like off stream. Sorry, bud.
Can't break stream.
Can't break stream. Oh, can never break stream. Buddy Travis says, if it was me, I would have looked at the bitch. Oh, I love these. I love when guys are like, if I was in that position,
Okay.
Here's what I'd have thrown her down on the floor and
like-
fucked her in front of all the Golden Globes,
I feel like
Oscars.
there's a moment of like drunk men at a table where this one guy gets a bright idea, slams his beer down, and he's
Yeah.
like, God damn it, I would have done this.
If that guy tried that shit with me, I'd hold him down and fuck his throat, and it wouldn't be gay because it's to establish dominance. That's what I've heard. That was my impression of what that guy would say.
Oh,
Not actually a thing.
so that's never happened.
I mean, I believe that throat fucking a man, no matter what the reason, is, in and of itself a homosexual act. Not that establishing dominance isn't a decent reason to sacrifice your heterosexuality, but as Triple N says, try that in a small town. They do.
God.
But with farm animals. Curly Adams says, if you wasted time caring about the Smith drama, you only have yourself to blame for being lied to. It's true.
Touche, sir.
When the man's right, the man's right. Well, then let's switch gears to something else. Let's talk about this Michigan State University instructor who's no longer a professor at the university anymore.
Butt stuff?
No, no, that was the football coach. The football coach, it's been a rough year for Michigan State. They lost their football coach because he wasn't fucking anyone.
But did he see the fucking and not report it?
But no, there was some woman who was part of some fundraising organization or something that worked with the university, and he got her number and was texting her and being really forward and trying to fuck her.
Oh, yeah.
That guy, yeah. He's gone. They did an investigation. They said he can't be coach anymore. Well, now Michigan State is having another scandal, but this time nobody's having sex. Brendan Doyle used to teach down in Louisiana at Nichols State, but he moved up to Michigan State. And as he was working at Michigan State, the authorities down in Louisiana were working on, let's just say, the trail he left behind. In March of 2020, Lafourche Parish Sheriff's deputies found a meth lab under a bridge over a canal with smoke coming from a bucket. According to a press release, the deputies soon connected Doyle, then a professor at Nichols State University, to the lab and obtained arrest warrants, but discovered he had fled the state.
Jeez, that's fast.
Months later, they arrested Doyle after he was seen packing a moving truck at his residence. That's smart, though.
Yeah.
Decided not to hang around.
Right.
He was charged with creation or operation of a clandestine laboratory for the unlawful manufacture of a controlled dangerous substance, according to the release. But that was not enough to end the man's career. The Lafourche Parish Sheriff's Office claims their records show Doyle was found guilty and served a sentence. But yet somehow this never showed up on his background check at Michigan State.
Oh, no.
Doyle had altered his name when he applied to the school to read B. Michael Doyle. So when they punch in the background check for B. Michael Doyle, guess what comes up?
That?
Clean as a whistle.
Oh.
He's good. He's not Michael Doyle from Nichols State University.
He's not just Michael Doyle.
He's B. Michael Doyle.
You would think similar search results would come up.
Well, it's like if you were to do a background check on Thomas Howell, you wouldn't find the movie Soul Man. But if you searched C. Thomas Howell, you certainly would. They'll assume that's what got him past the background check. However, Doyle's kinesiology students immediately became suspicious of him when on the first day of class, he burst out into a yelling fit after students asked about MSU's assignment software. Little high strung, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, that's a pretty common question.
Yeah. Excuse me, I'd like to know how we get assigned our classes. Why don't you shut the fuck up and let me talk for 3 seconds? You seem stressed, Professor.
It's our first day.
Yeah, like you should probably ease into this a little bit. Apparently, he didn't know how to use it and was probably hungover from drugs, this article says. Doyle also canceled class frequently, claiming to be sick.
Well, that's just unfortunate, right?
A lot of Walter White shit going on here.
Do you think sometimes that people that teach chemistry and shit like that watch Breaking Bad and just get too curious and they're like, I could do that?
Like, why not me?
Right.
Yeah.
A why not me moment.
Yeah. Before the next class, they received an email from Department of Kinesiology academic specialist Andrea Childress, who said class would be temporarily canceled due to a health-related issue of the instructor. And then, inevitably, Olson, the MSU spokesperson, said Doyle is on leave. He declined to say whether the leave is paid, citing, quote, legal and privacy concerns. So MSU found out about the meth lab thing. I'm guessing the guy was still doing it.
You would think.
He had to be because they got pretty pissed at him.
I do believe that's a pretty tough habit to quit doing. Like, even if it's making, because I'm sure you were making money off of it.
Right. You don't just stop making meth.
Or probably, right.
It's a hard game to get out of.
I would think so, because the money you make off of it's probably like paying for some things in your life.
Oh, shit, yeah. Texican Marine gifting 5 memberships. Thank you, buddy. SH, Hey Mikey, Matt Monty, Darbrock, Jan Craddock, all getting memberships. Oh, I checked before the show. I think we're at 677 members.
That's a lot.
That's a shitload of members. I said I'm happy if we just keep it above 600. But if that would put us at what, like 682? If you guys want to try to drive to 700 tonight, you know I'm not going to be upset with you.
You like a nice stable of members, right?
I just love members. You know, the bigger the better. Lovely.
You mean the more the better.
Right. What did I say?
The bigger the better.
Right. Just all the members.
You just like a nice big member and lots of them.
No, all the members. Just throw them right here. I'll take all the members. All comers. Just become a member and just throw that member at me. And I'll catch that member and say, glad to have you.
So they have to transition into memberhood first.
Oh, just you become a member, you're my guy. Yeah, like Rich S. says, you love members. Exactly. Officer Krupke, members only.
I get it.
Over here. Right in this area. Oh, it's so stupid and gay.
You know, in the nether regions or in the backyard. Are there any members in the backyard?
April, don't be gross. Okay? Don't be crass. Right? We're trying to have
there could be a member in our backyard.
No, April,
illegally.
we're trying to have a nice time. And I feel like you're trying to be disgusting. How do you live with yourself?
I don't.
I'm just trying to say I would like 700 members right in my face to say, love what you're doing. We're big fans. And then I say, hey, I love all the members. Bring all the members here at once.
You like it when the members come to you with money.
I like it when the members.
I
like it when the members just let loose. You know, I want all the members to let loose right at me.
But you want them to pay for your services.
Well, I mean, ideally that would be nice. You know, just to show a little appreciation for what I've done for them.
Right, I understand.
Yeah.
So you feel like you have some dignity.
Or diggity. I would like to have dignity and diggity if I could. But, you know, some people have diggity. Some people are lacking in the diggity compartment. Mm-hmm. And that's a peachable fence.
It is a peachable fence.
Ask me. What's his nuts? 95 with $5 said, I heard O'Doyle rules. Yeah, not this O'Doyle. He is
not anymore.
I don't think he's ruling over much. Unless, you know what, if he was able to smuggle some of that meth with him into prison.
Sell it.
Yeah, then he might be ruling.
He could stay out of the butt stuff that way.
I mean, good luck. If they want that sweet nectar of asshole when you get in the joint, they're gonna get it from you.
I do feel like somebody with the name Doyle is getting fucked first.
It's gonna become a doily. Oh, no. Thank you guys. That put us at 160 for tonight. Very cool. Thank you very much. All the links are in the chat. Thank you for your support. We appreciate it. You're by 2 Boots says, I hit like with my member.
However you hit like is okay with us.
All right, you use that member and just
aim well.
Aim well.
Soldier.
Exactly.
Only hit it once.
Oh, boy. Let's see. Okay, now I got to catch up. Matt Field says, do you like your members to show or do you like your members to grow? You know what I've always said? I don't mean to be greedy, but why not have both? I love to have my members show. I love to see my members, but I also love to see those members grow, you know, as we have been in the last month or two.
I hear you.
You know, our members have been growing, and I've been watching them. I've been watching them grow, and they're growing for me. And I wish I could just reach out and touch those members and say thank you for just being strong and plentiful.
Just right there in your face.
Right there in my face. Yeah. Officer Krupke says, April, your mind's in the gutter.
Oh, excuse me.
Your mind was in the gutter.
Sorry.
Sugar Floof, I love that name, says he loves members in his face. You know, the members, look, the members can do whatever they want. They can be in my face. They can be over here, over there, behind me.
You like members anywhere.
A lot of our members are behind me. They support what we do. The members are right behind me, and I love that. I'm very comfortable with that.
You can feel them inside you, really.
I can feel the members inside me. More so than just regular viewers or fans or subscribers. It's the members inside me that make me feel the best.
It's really the members that bind us.
Yes.
They're the glue or the goo that holds us
together. Do you think they're starting to get the joke yet or no? Am I being too subtle?
No.
I'm worried.
Yes.
I'm worried my subtlety is not catching on with everyone. Well, look, feel free in the chat to let me know if you don't understand it. Snake says, I have a lot of money to burn tonight. Well, you fucking burn it or fuck off. No, just kidding, buddy.
Hey.
Just kidding. There's Gino in the chat. He says, peachable fence.
Hello.
Well, anyway.
I forgot to text him back today. I feel bad.
Oh, our buddy Dead Fool says, hot diggity straight to the face. Big Dog says, I'd bet you'd love to see my member. I thought I made this abundantly clear. I love all the members, whether they're in my face or right behind me. The members are for me. What's his nuts? Becoming a member for his 15th month.
Thank you.
Says, I'm showing my member, long and proud.
Do you like any certain type of member particularly? Do you have a favorite?
What do the terms of service say about that kind of thing? That's all I'm asking.
I don't know.
Sugar Floof says, I only come here for the goo. Attaboy. Attaboy.
Very, very good.
Dan Campbell with 1999 says, take my member.
Oh.
Fuck, this is getting out of hand.
Where do you want him to take it?
145 away. Thank you, buddy. Scarface says, Aaron has been acknowledging my member for almost a year.
You do like a clingy member, one that sticks around.
I really do. Freaky Deaky says, Twins scored, down 3-2. Hey, bottom of the sixth.
Woo!
Twins down 3-2.
We're doing it.
Julian homered. He hit a solo shot. Very cool.
Just
all right.
to touch your tit just now.
3-2. Well, I'm sitting here talking about members getting all, crusty under the table here. 3-2 Astros, I'm sorry. Bottom of the sixth. We might be able to do this thing. I'm excited.
I know, I am too. I just looked at our picture on the wall. I want to get this thing done. Sad we can't go.
Alrix, becoming a member for the 17th month, says, I have a long 17-month long member. Enjoy, Aaron. Hey, the longer the member, the better.
That's a long time for that.
I
thing
love
to be
a long member.
Do you like any certain color members mostly?
The green ones are great.
Gangrene.
Gangrene, y'all. Matt Fields becoming a member for his 8th month says, I'm more of a tuna can man myself.
Aw.
Sugar Floof says, all this member talk makes me feel self-conscious. It's a show for a really select group of people, to be honest.
Very niche.
Big Dog says, Twins really came through. They were mediocre all year. They really were.
Yeah, we didn't really talk nicely about them at all this year.
Right. They were in a dog shit division. They were barely winning it. And we kind of, gained momentum at the end of the season. And it all ended up working out.
Pulled through.
But we got to run these next 2 games off. We got to, inning not over yet. Oh, they changed pitchers. That's why. So 2 out in the bottom of the 6th.
So they're both doing that. As soon as somebody gets a
Yep. As soon as somebody gives up a
You're
run, they're out of there. JoJo becoming a member for their first month. A baby boot says, woot woot. Thank you. I even like a lady member.
JoJo.
Well-trained house Negro says, Aaron can't say no to a girthy member. Guilty.
He'll even take a skinny long one. You know the saying, beggars can't be choosers. As long as it reaches his fun spot.
Did you guys see, as we try to transition as difficult as it may be, as we try to transition out of this bit?
You never want to leave the members.
You don't, but at some point you got to understand you're performing for people.
You got to work.
Well, unless you're Red Bar. So anyway, this 9/11 reflecting pool story. Did you see this guy? I don't know what's going on here, but I watched the video this afternoon, and it looked like this guy cut himself or he was bleeding.
So I didn't see the full
reason.
video. I only saw him walk up to this hole and lay down next to it.
Oh, okay. So you haven't seen the whole thing.
No. Apparently he jumped in there, which is a 30-foot drop.
Yeah. So there's a 30-foot reflecting pool at the 9/11 memorial, and 30 feet down, you hit the water. He got arrested. He didn't die. He survived it. But it looked as though, and we'll play this in a second here, it looked as though he had some kind of abdominal wound because it looked like there was a big trail of blood.
Maybe he had an abortion.
Behind it. Oh, you know what? I hear men can have those now.
They can.
Anyone else want to tell me, I'm having a Rorschach moment here. Zoom in if you can, or if you have this on your TV, it might work better. Does that kind of look like a rooster?
I thought it looked like a squirrel with his tail coming up behind.
Yeah, I see a rooster. I see the head here, going buck, buck, buck.
No, it totally
And then
does.
I see the
You're right.
poofy tail.
But if you were to bring it to scale, a rooster would be like microscopic.
very
in this.
tiny.
Have you been here? I've been to this.
It wasn't built when I was there. I went in 2004.
Okay, I went in 06 and 2012, and it was there.
So here goes. So this guy just lays down by the reflecting pool. And he just starts crawling towards it. Like, it's very strange.
This would be really unnerving to see. Like, you have to wonder, like, is there about to be something going on?
And I know this is a stupid
Or-
question, but you're not even allowed to be down in this area, right? Yeah, you're not supposed to be down there.
Public fountains are very, but even a fountain of this nature, like, this is really frowned upon.
Right. So he's just laying there, and everybody's watching. And then as he gets closer, you hear people go, don't, no, as if you telling him no is going to change his mind. He'll be like, oh, you're right. I should fuck
You
off. and not
can't
do
jump
this."
down in that.
He's about to defy your standards of what you can and
Does he
can't do.
jump?
Watch this. Watch him. He's slithering.
Ma, swear to God.
He's moving.
Come on.
He's leaning. He's leaning. He's leaning and off he goes. See, look at that. Does that not look like he's bleeding
He's
badly?
bleeding. Yeah.
Like he cut his guts and then went down?
Yeah, it does. This is a suicidal man. That's my theory.
How dare you?
What was that?
How dare you make... Haven't you ever heard, when you assume you make an asshole out yourself?
Did I think that was a hotter take than it was?
Wow, that was April with the hot takes on a Wednesday night, boys and girls. Oh, my God.
Oh, shit.
You guys think this guy was trying to hurt himself? That's what April thinks. She's going way out on a limb.
Well, I thought that maybe the consensus among most was that he was on drugs and just being retarded.
You're just full of like going out on a limb tonight, aren't you? He's on drugs. He's suicidal. Next, you're going to tell me he had a chemical imbalance, was off his meds, or was mentally ill. You're a wild man.
I'm sorry.
A hot take would be like he did it for Hamas.
Allahu Akbar.
Yeah. No, it would be more like Allahu Akbar, Akbar, Akbar. It would echo because he's going down in the thing. I lifted today. Go fuck yourself.
What do you think I was looking
Thought
at?
you were looking at my sketty arms.
No, I could see in your shirt.
Oh, how's it
At
look?
your
Oh, do I have a hole in the armpit?
no. Well, it's right here. I can see in
Oh.
there. And it's really pretty.
Son of a bitch. You need to trim those pits down a little bit. Anyway, back to April's...
Gino liked him hairy.
Yeah, he did. Gino said, I like a Grecian man. So that was a 33-year-old man that was arrested in New York City Monday after jumping. Another hot take on us here. Go ahead.
Hot take. I think that guy might have really been going through it in his life.
You think so? Yeah. Oh, okay.
No, that drop alone, is there film of him jumping? Because
No, they don't have different camera angles.
he might have cut himself jumping. He might have, or like,
Oh, he might have cut. Okay.
or like really splat on like his tummy or something and like it split. I
Maybe.
don't know.
Either way, am I the only one? Because every take I've seen on this has been like, oh, that guy's crazy, and oh, that guy's this and that.
So hot takes.
Yeah, am I the only one who saw that and I was like, that kind of looks fun a little bit?
I would not have wanted to do that.
I
John.
would like to see what the 30-foot drop into the water is. That would be kind of a...
I've jumped here. I will answer all your questions. I've jumped 30 feet off a cliff at the quarries into the water before I went off that highest one. And yeah, if you land wrong, which I did, you just splat on water and it bruises you and it hurts.
You got to land with your feet going down, right?
Yeah, I got this.
You bruised up.
And it was purple.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck, was it dark.
It's...
I looked like I was from Ethiopia. Just this cheek, though.
I just went and I jumped off the rock and now I look purple. You know what? I have an idea. I don't know if this is disrespectful to the victims or not, but this whole story gave me an idea. Water slide at Ground Zero. Hear me out. The kids would love it. It would be a hoot. People would think it was just
disrespectful.
You could like $5 a trip down. People would go 3-4 times.
But those kids won't have any respect for what is that whole thing is about.
You got to take the good with the bad. You know?
What do we need the money for? To give to Ukraine?
33 trillion. Yeah. Sir Tinley says his bomb didn't go off. That could be it too.
That was my first thought. I'm like, is that guy packing something?
Well, my bum won't go off. I have to make a splash somehow. Get it? Splash.
That's why he was bleeding from his anus. There was something shoved up there.
Oh, that makes sense.
A member.
He was sodomized. April's Puffer says, could have been a free bleeder. I hear men can menstruate now. Yeah, we're forgetting about all the new things men can do.
If I ever meet a woman who's just like, oh, I'm just... Like, I go to her house and she's my new friend or something, and I find out she's free bleeding. That's the end of everything for
Really?
me.
You're done?
That's just, I'm checking out.
JoJo says it was wicked kidney stones. He just couldn't take it anymore. Yeah, he was kind of slowly lurching.
And the water
into the
probably
thing.
felt cool on his business up
Sure,
front. You know.
absolutely. Sir Tinley says, worst water slide ever. It's Paul Polito. Uncrossed legs, eh? Turtle becoming a member for his 12th month. Says Aaron prefers his members to be at least 12 months old. Okay. That one actually got me. That one got me. 145 away. Thank you for your contributions.
Thank you.
And your donations. You guys have been very kind tonight. Hulkamasha Baby says, did you forget to unplug your router? No, I unplugged it. Uh-oh. You know what?
Did you put the plug back in your butt?
It's great. It's running perfect.
Put the thing back.
Oh.
Aaron.
It's perfect. It hasn't moved. It's been right there.
You don't know.
Yeah. It's great. Look, it hasn't lagged at all. Look, I've got no lag over here. Guys, that might be a YouTube thing.
All jet, no lag.
Yeah, look, we're solid at 52, 51,
Relax.
52. We're looking good. Sorry, guys. Must be kind of a YouTube thing. My fault.
That's gay.
Well, at any rate, moving on from that was a bit of a distraction for me because I was like, wait, what?
That's why I put this thing there.
Well, no, they distracted me by talking about it, and I'm like, no way. I unplugged the router and everything, and it was good.
Do you
and it
see
is
what
good.
you've done, guys?
Look,
I
reset
wanted
the
to talk about the guy that was going through a hard time.
Scooby Jooby Jew says, not just you, definitely some internet issues. I'm totally good over here. I'm totally good.
He's lying. It is hard red. KBS is at 0.
It's all good, man. Everything over on our end is perfect.
Did you see it flash to yellow?
No, it's not. Don't do that because it's perfect. I finally fixed it. Don't do that.
There it is.
Oh, and then it did it right there for a brief second. Fuck, now it's doing it again. Shit. Crew Smitty said the OBS is fucked up.
Well, does Lemmy's
I'm watching
tweet
it now.
about Kick have anything to do with
see,
it?
what Lemmy said was Kick fucks up her OBS.
Well,
And I said, maybe that's why, because ever since we started doing Kick,
are you going to kick it to the curb?
but it did that for like 5 seconds just now. It's totally fine. Dave O'Flave
It won't
says,
do it again.
yeah, I'm on. It just did. Oh, no, it's good. Dave, you're right. I got to put this fucking thing back up. I'm going to be a fucking wreck. There you go.
They'll get a really nice view of your noggin.
Dave O'Flave says, yeah, I'm on YouTube, and it did this earlier today on another channel. Well, there you go. We are fine then.
Now, don't find yourself wondering what's behind that sheet.
Totally
Ever.
not. I want to talk about this guy because I have a feeling, I haven't watched this yet, but I have a feeling we're all going to fall in love with this man.
Man.
That's a dude.
No, it's not.
Yeah. A guy in Florence, Oregon claims that his Second Amendment rights are being violated. And that's all I know about this story.
Okay.
On purpose. Because as I looked at this man before, I said I can hit play and I can watch this before the audience does, or I can judge a book by the cover and see how good I am at it. I have a feeling we're going to love this man. He's going to be based as fuck, but he's going to be very chill about it.
Okay.
Look, man, I don't understand why I can't just own a couple of machine guns. I ain't going to hurt nobody. Like that, he's going to mix kind of that Pacific Northwest laid backness, but like the basedness you don't see out of those people typically. Let's see what he thinks. He says his Second Amendment rights are being violated, and let's see if he's got some supporters with us.
Florence man is hoping that a gun shop owner changes his mind about doing a background check. He says they won't do one, meaning he can't get the gun that he bought online when he lived in Colorado.
What the fuck is their problem? Just do the background.
Did they make a judgment call? Like this guy walks in and looks like a problem?
Yeah.
Do gun shop owners get to do that?
I mean, you get to refuse service to
Yeah, I
anyone,
think
but
so.
that's kind of a bullshit deal. The guy buys a gun. He's like, hey, run my background check. Like, how many guys that are up to something are going to go to a gun store owner and go, no, please run my background check.
Okay, but what if they've never done anything and now they're up to something?
Well, then what are the odds? The guy's wearing tie-dye and he's got giant tits, for God's sake. He just doesn't look like a shooter. Big titties.
There's some tickle bitties.
Yeah.
AZI9 News reporter Noah Chavez.
He thick, though.
Can you not dress like a buffoon?
You don't like his tennis shoes?
I want to abolish that. Everyone's doing it now. Everyone's wearing tennis shoes with suits and blazers and...
God damn you, Shane McMahon.
We have no decorum.
Is live tonight in the studio to tell us why he says the gun shop is violating his Second Amendment rights. Noah?
Yeah, Renee, Mark Asiali says routine background check needed to get his already purchased...
Where's his everything? This guy is weird. Hi, thank you, Renee. He talks like the man with the least amount of confidence who's ever lived.
It sounds like somebody's squeezing his balls.
Yeah, he's like when they left Garth Algar to host Wayne's World by himself.
Yeah.
I'm having a good time. Not.
Can somebody check on this guy later?
This gun has turned into a major headache after their shop refused to issue him one.
Or issue him. But no, he's right, because they didn't issue him one or issue him.
They did not issue him.
Yeah, they didn't issue him or issue him one. What fucked up family pictures? What
the blackface?
That's a gorilla costume. So
No,
yes,
that's 100% blackface.
No, that's a gorilla.
I don't believe you.
It's either that or it's Wesley Snipes. I don't know.
It's hard to tell with that lighting.
That would be great. You just sit there, you're like, hey, I want to go to this guy's house, see his pictures. I'm like, hey, when did your mom meet Wesley Snipes? That's really cool. He's like, no, that's a guy in a gorilla suit. You can't bullshit me. Is that why he wants to buy the gun? Did the man in the gorilla mask cause you to do this?
Oh, no. Oh.
I was going to be your new daddy now. Why don't you run down to the store and get me my cigarettes? Cools or nothing?
Cools. Fucking hell.
And then he's like, I got to get a fucking gun.
At his
says
age?
he feels his Second Amendment right to bear
Wait a minute. If that guy wouldn't run a background check on you, why don't you go talk to this guy? And I'm sure he knows a guy who can just get you one in a brown paper bag with the serial number scratched off.
That's not untrue. Why are we showing this picture?
I don't know.
Because devastating to his case.
Because they're testing people like me, and I'm failing miserably.
You always pull up the fun ones on non-Rumble days.
Sorry.
It's devastating.
feels his Second Amendment right to bear arms has been violated by the Florence gun shop, making him unable to complete his gun purchase. He tells me his background check was denied by the gun store after giving the gun store a business card showing his affiliation with the Rose City Antifa.
Oh, he's Antifa. Oh, so he's the opposite. He's not based at all. Wow, so they went the other way with this one. So the gun place wouldn't give him a gun because he was Antifa, and the gun place is worried that they're going to sell this guy a gun that he then ends up using.
Well, then I'm on their side.
I get it. I understand.
No offense, Aaron. Did you really think that a dude that looks like an old, washed-up woman wearing a tie-dye shirt was based?
But that's why I was going to love him so much, because he doesn't look the part.
That's just it. He doesn't look the part.
I know, but I thought we were going to get a guy who doesn't look the part, and you're like, oh, but watch, he's going to be like, and this country was born on firearms, and I have a goddamn right to bear them.
I was trying to have faith in you and, like, stay the course with you, but I'm like, this guy is not going to be what you think
This guy breaks my heart. Yeah, I was. So what he's really doing is he's being a cunt. He didn't really want to buy the gun. He wanted to give him the Antifa card, make the guy not sell him the gun so he could make some kind of Second Amendment.
I'm on their side. I wouldn't sell it either.
I wouldn't. If someone's like Patriot Front, well, then they'd work for the FBI.
I think either way.
Or Antifa. Yeah, I don't care what political affiliation you have. If you're in some group that gets into like street riots and shit like that, I don't want to arm you. No thanks. He got that coffee cup at Target.
He's got his Pop Light popcorn popper.
Fuck yeah. See, I like everything about this guy.
I don't. Where are you?
He's a lonely man in tie-dye with no pictures on his walls. He's got his Target coffee mug and an air popper. I mean, I want to like him.
I got news for you. This guy'd be into you. And you'd be pitching.
You think so?
Absolutely.
You think he's got rubber butt lips? I like members, though, goddammit.
Ethnicity, their race, their political belief, their religion, or anything like that, you know.
Yeah, this guy's got problems. all I wanted to do was get me a firearm so I could see all the pretty lights when I pulled the trigger. All right, you know what? Wrap it up. We're closed for the night.
This guy over here, his job is to sell guns.
Is
You
this
you walk
idiocracy?
in there, and if you give a name card, and it has, some kind of political group or party he doesn't like, well, he can simply throw the card away.
Mark,
It's a big deal. It's a gun. It's
Sir?
not a popsicle.
Sir, I have bad news for you. I don't care if your only affiliation was with a local chess club. You're a twitchy weirdo fuck, and I don't want you armed from something from my store.
He looks like he plays D&D, probably.
Well, I mean, that's not nice to the D&D players. He's got too big of sausage fingers. The dice get stuck.
says he strongly feels he will never be allowed back into the Florence gun shop following arguments with the management. He says at the end of the day, he thinks he is
that's
being
it.
cheated by the store staff.
I feel like I'm being, ripped off. I feel like because
George.
I have to pay 2 or 3 times more than the average citizen and have my Second Amendment rights violated, that I'm really getting screwed around,
What the fuck are you talking
Why
about,
would
sir?
you-
Why do you have to pay 2 to
Right.
3 times more?
Literally, this guy's crazy. And then he apparently got in an argument with the owner of the shop. And then he's like, well, no, he won't let me in there. Of course he's not letting you in there.
Yeah, now we're getting this guy. We're only getting this guy's side of the story, but even getting his side, there's some red flags.
I don't trust this man. He keeps his surge protector on his table.
Yeah, you can't do that. That's clearly
You either got to,
That's-
attach it to the underside of your table or on the floor.
The last person I saw do that, in all honesty, was Ted Bundy. So
I was going to say Dahmer. But yeah.
I bet you they
one and the
both
same.
did. Yeah. Dahmer needed a lot of electricity. He had a lot of things going on.
Long hair like Bundy. Longish.
Where do you plug your circular saw into? Right, exactly.
My vagina.
Oh, well. It's
There's
electric.
a lot. It's electric.
It's electric. Boogie, oogie, oogie, oogie. Yeah, but this guy's like, oh, yeah, I just went in there and it was just because I had an Antifa card. No, it was probably the fight, and you probably called him a Nazi
Yeah.
and some other shit, and you yelled at him, and they're like, yeah, we don't want to sell you a gun, no thanks.
He had a gut check moment, and he
Yeah.
made a judgment call.
The owner was like, all right, am I going to end up on the news? I'd rather end up on the news for not giving this guy a gun.
Well, that's the first thing people say nowadays is like when there's a shooting and stuff, they're like, okay, who sold that freak a gun?
Yeah, exactly. And you don't want to be the guy that sold that freak a gun.
Yeah.
it shouldn't be happening in this country like that.
I did reach out to the staff at
a
the Florence
dweeb.
gun shop, but they told me no one could comment until management is back later in the week. Mark says he expects the end cost of the gun to be triple its actual worth. He hopes others in the community don't have to go through the same experience he did. Reporting live in the studio.
All right, well, that's tough, buddy.
He expects his gun cost to be triple?
Yeah. This
Or
guy,
is he pulling that directly out of his asshole?
it's a big asshole. You can probably pull a lot out of it.
Did you stretch it out for him?
Richard Kristofsky says $5 says YouTube sucks anymore with the lagging. I'm 5274 right now. I'm telling you guys, this is a YouTube issue.
It's pretty green over here.
Yeah, it's 100% a YouTube issue. I'm sorry. Aaron Imhole says, is that Patrick Melton when he gets old? Just kidding. He won't live to be that old. See, now that's meaner than how I would normally say it. Oh,
It's very
man.
mean-spirited.
That is a remarkably mean-spirited thing for you to say. Paul Polito says, get a refund and try another shop without handing them your terrorist business card. Yeah, that's another thing. I think people who own gun shops are pretty wary of anything Antifa related.
Right. He didn't ask you for that card either. You just kind of was like, oh, look what I'm part of.
Optic Nerve saying, damn, Melton really let himself go. Paul Polito says, how many volts that clam putting out, Ape? 115, 220?
It's adjustable. You got to handle it, right? And you can change it.
Of course.
Depends on how excited it is.
Bigot on socialist media says Rumble went down for about 3 to 4 minutes just before this segment. Is good now. Yeah, I mean, it's been good. It's been okay. It's going up and down now a little bit. We'll see. You know what? If everyone's saying it seems fine now and everything else, I'm not seeing any lag, blah, 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 so on and so forth. Maybe, Lemmy might be right. Maybe it's a Kick thing. We might have to bail on Kick. Well, you know what we'll do? We'll bail on Kick tomorrow, and then we'll see if it changes anything.
Man. We were just getting popular.
I know, we're just getting big on Kick, unfortunately. We got a whole 85 followers.
Maybe very randomly you could do a fun little thing on there or something.
I wanted to play Bannerlord on there because it's kind of like a gaming platform.
Use it as your gaming one.
Yeah, that could be it.
You nerd.
You fucking dork. I haven't gotten a lot of Bannerlord time this week so far, so I don't know.
I left you alone today.
Yeah, but I had work to do, unfortunately. All right, guys. Thank you very much for who was that? Where was the $5 coming from? That was Richard Christofsky.
Thank you.
Appreciate that, buddy. 140 away from it tonight. Ooh. Thank you guys very, very much for all of your generosity. This is the last evening show of the week, so thank you very much for getting us closer and closer. 30 minutes of overtime, hopefully, on the way. Jordan Peterson has officially gotten to the highest level of master grifter.
Oh, well, thank God for that.
He's reached highest master level grifter stage. He has an academy. Jordan Peterson has an online university.
Didn't Crowder have one too? Or somebody like
No,
him?
Crowder didn't have a university.
Somebody that we used to follow closely had an online university.
Really?
Yeah.
Not Shapiro.
It was super cringy. You made fun of it all the time.
Oh, Andrew Tate.
Yes.
Yeah, Hustler University, I think is what it was.
Hustler University.
I don't know if he still has that or not, but
it just seems douchey.
No. Rusty Grammer saying, guys, I didn't have a single blip. Ditch your Apple trash, people. Yeah, see, I mean, our KBS has not been going down enough for it to cause any kind of lagging for you, so I don't know what that would be. But yeah, I think it was Hustler. I think it was called Hustlers University. Mm-hmm. I think Dennis Prager has one too. Yeah, Prager U. All these conservative guys, they hate the big education model. They hate the way universities run and everything else.
I can understand that.
But then they start their own university, and it's not accredited, obviously, and you're not going to be able to get a job with it. But they'll charge you money, and they'll what I love about it is, they go, you know what I hate about these universities is they indoctrinate these kids and they tell all these kids, what they should think and what they should believe. Now come to Jordan Peterson University, where I'll just tell you a different thing to believe.
Can you imagine going to a job interview and telling them you went to Hustler University?
I mean, I'm trying to think of the places. Maybe if you worked at a athletic supplements shop, maybe if you worked at a place where you get your workout supplements.
The vitamin shop.
Yeah, maybe if you work there, you might be able to say, hey, I went to Hustler University. Bro, grab a fucking badge. You're management material. Day one. You're a
GNC.
Top. Yeah, you're a top GNC.
Oh, man.
As far as I'm concerned. I went to Liver King U. Well, then get behind the desk. You're in charge here.
You're a GNC bro now.
You guys want to learn about Jordan Peterson Academy or online university?
I would love to see what I could learn here.
I'm guessing this is his daughter with him. Is this Michaela Peterson? The one who ironically was...
I think so.
The one who was fucking Andrew Tate for a while?
This is where he got the idea.
Oh, shit. Hey, Dad, you know the guy who used to plow the shit out of me while you were in a coma from benzo withdrawals in Russia? Yeah, maybe you want to start a university like he did. All right, but I'm not converting to Islam like that weirdo did, bucko.
Can you imagine fucking Andrew Tate? I feel like he'd be so rude.
Andrew Tate and Michaela Peterson, I think, are one of those good couples because they're they don't have to be with anybody else now.
Sure.
That's nice. But
I don't know much about her, so I actually can't speak to her.
She's basic.
Okay.
She's pretty basic. She does a great job, though, of hustling off her dad's name. Big time.
Wouldn't you if you had him as the dad?
I think she's got big time meat farts, too. Because I think she went on a meat diet. She pitched an all meat diet. So I think she's got really bad meat farts. Right? I mean,
there's several women in our circles that do that all meat diet now, right?
Okay, fine. But they probably all have terrible farts. Right?
I guess you'll find out. What is it, next Friday?
What women do we know in our circle?
Chrissy, I think, has gone to mostly meat. Melanie Mack is all meat and butter. I think Lila does some of the meat stuff too, mostly meat.
Well, God, Friday morning when we do a show together, then I'm just going to be inundated with meat farts. I'm going to drink a whole bunch of beer and whiskey the night before, and I'm really, we're going to have a gas off. The meat farts versus the beer farts.
That's disgusting.
By the way, spoiler alert, beer farts always win.
I was gonna say
They
that'll
are
win.
rancid.
Yes.
Especially the ones, the hangover beer farts that have been cooking in your guts all night and stewing. Oh, you just release those. They're the ones that you can't even enjoy your own because you're just like, oh, Jesus Christ, I'm so sorry.
Do you do this often?
The beer fart gag? Oh, fuck yeah. Anytime I drink way too many beers, I wake up the next morning, I've got a headache, and I let the first one go just to see what the nature of the beast is going to be. Oh, there's been times where I've been like, I should be killed for what I just did. I should be on the front lines in Gaza for what I've just released.
You could be gassing people.
Yeah, exactly. They'd make me a weapon of mass destruction.
Wow, I'm thankful that I'm not around for any of these.
I'll make sure you are
You
next
make
time.
some nasty ones in bed sometimes, but they don't usually smell. They're just loud.
Yeah, they're just loud. They're just noisy. They're like fireworks, you know? They're noisy, but there's no smell to them.
The worst part is you always snap your head and look at me, though, like, did you hear that?
Well, because you never
course I
say,
did.
that's a good boy.
I'm never going to look at you and be like, wow, great fart. If you
Something,
needed that in a woman, I was the wrong one.
it's something that's missing in our relationship,
I'm sure,
quite frankly.
yeah.
All right, let's learn about Jordan Peterson's online university because our immediate impulse is to go, this is kind of a right-wing grifter scam, right? But we could be wrong. I'm ready to look like a dick.
This could be
Let's discuss what we're
intelligent.
doing with Peterson Academy.
We thought, what if we could make getting a degree 95% less expensive?
Okay, so far.
I don't like the dramatic music.
So yeah, why do we have to have fucking Bach playing in the background?
I like how you take this really ultra hot chick. I've never looked at her before. She's like super hot, and you're sitting here talking about her meat farts.
It's empowering to me.
You are so mean.
It's empowering to bring her down to just what comes out of her asshole. It makes me feel good.
Cum, mostly.
Well, because a lot of guys look at her and they go, oh, she's fucking hot. Oh, she's fucking hot. And I'm like, I don't want to be like everybody else. Let's talk about how her farts smell. To me, that's a win.
Okay.
I've got a weird concept of winning, I guess. But it makes me feel
You
good.
do have a plan.
I have a few thoughts. All right, so 95% less expensive college degree. Cool.
That's A-okay with me.
I'm in.
Because that's a pretty funny target. It's like, we're going to undercut you by 95% and offer a better quality experience along the way. Why wouldn't it be good to provide everybody?
Oh, there you go. He's got his buddies. They're
Weinstein.
college professor Brett Weinstein and Heather Hying, who have said that, big education kicked them out for, not saying the right things and, being non-PC and all that shit.
Aaron.
Okay.
Do you know what kind of bird that is on the screen? I wouldn't ask if it wasn't.
Is it
cute.
an N-word bird?
No, it's a blue-footed booby.
Blue-footed booby. Okay.
At least in principle, with access to the best lecturers. You might think, why should you be generally educated? Because otherwise you're going to be a useless, resentful, bitter, pointless, counterproductive lump.
Okay.
Are
Kind of
we-
giving us the hard sell and yelling at us.
I mean, tiny bit.
Come to my school or else you're a lazy piece of shit, uneducated, cocksucking, asshole, fuckface, motherfucker.
I can't get past his voice.
It's a little odd. Yeah, it's a goofy voice. But that's kind of what makes him a character.
But she sounds normal.
Right. Like his brain, like he's a smart guy, but he sounds goofy. She is goofy, but she sounds normal. It's the...
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And that's not a good strategy. So that's why you think. You think so that your stupid thoughts can die instead of you. If you
Wait a minute. Hold on. We're only 38 seconds into this. Is Jordan Peterson trying to say, come to Jordan Peterson Online University or you're going to die?
No.
I believe that's what I was getting from that.
He's saying that if you don't go here, you're going to be an unproductive lump, and you need to go here so that your stupid thoughts can die.
Instead of you, he said. Go back. I'm pretty sure he just said you're going to die if you
Did he
don't
say that?
you think so that your stupid thoughts can die instead of you. If you
That is what he's meaning.
I believe he said, come to Jordan Peterson University or you're going to die. Enroll with me if you want to live.
get to the upper echelons of any hierarchy, you'll start encountering people who know a lot about almost everything. And so if you're stupid,
What about the Roman Empire?
He probably thinks about it a lot.
He thinks about the Roman Empire a shitload. This guy's thinking about This guy says Commodus like 500 times a day.
And then you don't know anything about anything. They're just going to look at you and listen to you for like 2 seconds and think, well, I don't know where this clunk came from, but, you know, he's not come along for the ride. You need to be enculturated so that you can play with sophisticated people and you can play a sophisticated and productive game.
Why are you shutting your eyes so hard?
Because he's so passionate.
This is really... I really feel like I'm being more offered a spot in a cult than I do in a university. This is...
That's, to me, that's anybody who's like an individual that does that.
Yeah, I don't need my pitch man to be so high strung.
But also so that you've informed yourself with the greatest ideas of history so that whatever problem you're tackling...
Okay, Freud was a whack job.
Was that last one Bilbo Baggins?
That was actually, yes, that was Bilbo Baggins and Tyrion Lannister. Freud was a nut. Freud did coke. Freud had fucked up thoughts about family members and shit. Freud was...
Wanted to fuck his mom, probably.
Probably wanted to... Yeah, like he wanted to do all kinds of fucked up shit with his mom. So then he just mind-fucked the rest of us into going, oh yeah, you all want to fuck your moms. It's like, no, I'm pretty sure that's wrong. No, don't want to fuck my mom,
Never
thanks.
been a second of your psyche.
Never wanted to fuck my mom,
Thank
thank
Christ,
you.
you know what? That makes me feel better and secure.
You're going to have tools to tackle it with. Once we get it well developed, you'll be able to take all these courses, and then, you know, you won't be a complete embarrassment to yourself.
Jesus. I think Jordan Peterson's sales pitch is break them down so they can get in here and we can build them up.
Does he just have his daughter in here for eye candy?
No, she wanted to be the one to ask him about it. So then it was like, hey, what's going on with Jordan Peterson University? Okay, go.
I didn't enjoy my university experience. The professor wasn't interesting. I was like, I'm pretty sure what they just said wasn't true. I got a psychology professor tell me rats weren't social creatures because they lived in cages. Literally that happened. I was like, what? I'm not traveling 40 minutes to go to this class.
Sold!
Your own daughter talks uncultured.
Your professor said something wrong about rats. I got to sign up for Jordan Peterson University immediately.
Do you hear how she's speaking, though?
Yeah, if you're sitting there...
She sounds uneducated.
If you're sitting there and you go, you're an uncultured swine if you don't come to this school. Talk, daughter. And she's like, oh my God, my teacher one time said something about rats. It was total bullshit.
And I think it's cruel that people are told they have to go to university, they have to spend $100,000 to $200,000 to get a degree so they can get a job, otherwise they're screwed. It's just a scam, but it bothers me that people are being scammed to
He
learn.
looks like Hitler. He's just shouting at a bunch of people.
Yeah, it is kind of terrifying.
To not believe in themselves, assume that they can't fix their problems, and then hate their country, basically. It would be funny if we could blow apart the university system a little bit because it's broken. Because of what...
All right, here's where I always get with Jordan Peterson. Here's the tricky part with Jordan. I agree with him about a lot of the what. Like what's broken, what's bullshit. I agree with him. But then he starts to get into, and God bless him for having ideas. I think that's good. But he starts to get into them, and I'm like, okay, yeah, no, not you.
Not the messenger.
Yeah, I agree with you on what's fucked up, but then, you know, you got to live like a lobster and clean your room. I'm going to need a little more than that. I'm sorry.
What it did to you. Like you were alienated out of your job, basically.
You'll be damn fortunate if we can provide you with a list of people who've graduated. And if you had any sense, you'll employ them preferentially because we did the rigorous screening work. And I know how to do the rigorous screening work because I studied that for like 25 years. A degree from our university will signify high-level conscientiousness and general...
Maybe, but like most of the hiring world will look at it and go, you graduated from what the fuck?
That's what I'm saying about like anyone's personal online university. You're not accredited.
Yeah, let me call your professor and see what kind of schooling you got. Hello? Yeah, are you the one not hiring my person who went to school with me? You know, he's got a higher conscientiousness, and you must have a dirty room or something, bucko, and you're not red like the lobsters, so I don't really understand where you're qualified to make such a decision.
It's terrifying how good you are.
Yeah, we're going to go ahead and pass. And are you aware that your professor probably is in desperate need of a CAT scan?
A tiny bit.
Cognitive ability, and those are very valuable for any employer with a clue. So I think we can just skip the accreditation process.
No! You can't skip the accreditation process. A lot of people look at that.
Yeah, most people need that or they cannot even apply for a job.
Right.
Like if you need like a specified job, they need an accredited graduate, right?
We're going to skip the accreditation process and go right to the employers. All right, so far, I'm an idiot, dipshit, retard who doesn't know how to talk to smart people. If I don't go to your school, I'm a lunk. And you're fuck accreditation, it's gay. We'll just go right to the employers.
Okay.
I guess we're all going to be working for Ted Nugent and Kid Rock? Those will be good jobs.
It'd be kind of fun.
Yeah.
Go right to the employers.
We are planning a soft launch in November, and we might be able to change the education system. That's funny. It's weird.
Up yours, woke moralists.
Yeah.
We'll see who cancels who.
Exactly.
That sort of funny.
That kind of funny.
Oh, yeah, that kind of funny.
Oh, there you go.
He doesn't mean funny haha. He means
Funny
like,
queer.
Funny queer.
Yeah. Well, there you go, guys. Jordan Peterson has a university now. And he's
Do you
going
want to enroll? Just for shits and gigs?
You know, guys, I hate to say it, but I think I'm going to pass. I think I'm going to pass.
What do you think his daughter went to college for?
I can't say anything without being very, very crass. Put it that way.
Liberal arts degree?
She doesn't strike me as the sharpest knife in the block. That's all.
Okay.
Zen Rhino says, based April. Oh, we've got a short of April. Let's take a look.
Oh, no. You're cheering. You're cheering for me. No, nobody should look that cute saying that.
There you go. April saying Allahu Akbar. You heard it here first.
Fun.
Sir Tinley says, I went to the crazy drug addict school. Yeah, you go to Jordan Peterson University, they'll be like, oh, you mean the guy who put himself in a coma to get over benzos? And they're like, yeah, that guy. Yeah, no.
Oh my God, I forget that he did that.
Yeah.
Literally put himself in a coma.
I drank apple cider vinegar and I went fucking bananas.
You will not go bananas on apple cider vinegar, for the record.
I don't think so.
I used to drink like minuscule amounts of it for like a heartburn problem I had for a while. Did not go crazy.
Boys and girls, the Minnesota Twins are trailing 3-2 at the end of the 8th inning.
Can we do this? We've maintained.
Top of the 9th, bottom of the 9th, all coming up. We got to shut down the Astros and we got to score a couple of runs to force a Game 5 with Houston. Can it be done?
What happens if we tie it?
Then you go to extra innings.
Okay.
There you go. I graduated cum laude from South Harmon Institute of Technology. Go shitheads, says Zen Rhino. Great reference. Great
Cum
reference.
laude.
Very, very good. Oh, boy. All right. Double digits on Kick. Very, very cool. Apparently, people have been having some problems over on Rumble and YouTube tonight. I am definitely going to make this sans Kick tomorrow morning.
Okay.
Because we have been bouncing around, and we've only been bouncing around since we added Kick. So
I don't like that. I don't like that we try to expand our horizons and it falls apart.
Well, I'll look it up. I'll read up.
It's fickle.
And I'll see what the deal is, and then we'll fix it from there. If you guys want to contribute, please do. We're not going to mention anything goal-wise or anything until somebody throws a couple of bucks in, or we get to the offering plate segment, which is about 20 minutes away. I've been doing the beg free during the show this week. It's been working, and I'm just going to hope that we nail this last evening show goal, and I will not have done it all week. That would be really nice. Cemetery. Oh, I love this story. This is New Jersey. This would have to be one of the scariest, creepiest fucking things that could happen to you at a job. Let's say you work at a cemetery.
No.
Okay. What would be one of the scariest things that could happen to you?
Falling into a grave.
Oh, really? Would that be bad? Would that make
terrifying.
you anxious and terrified?
Might, yeah.
Okay.
Breaking news in New Jersey, and a worker was rescued after he fell into an open grave at a cemetery. This all unfolding at Holy Cross Cemetery in South Brunswick.
I think that day it was Holy Shit Cemetery. Am I right?
Holy Shit Cemetery. Yes, indeed it was.
A funeral service had just ended when the worker fell through a wooden board and then fell onto the coffin in that grave.
Aww,
so now until
God.
people come in to get you, you're just face to face with the grave Or the coffin in the grave of the person they just buried.
And look, I know this thing's not going to come through the coffin and grab you or something.
No, but you don't want to be next to it.
But it's right there. You know, like I don't want to lay on top of a dead thing that long.
You don't?
Not for that long.
How long would you like to lay on a dead thing?
Anything longer than 2 minutes is going to be too much for
Okay,
me.
I understand.
You know.
New Jersey reporter Tony Yates is there now.
That's too much for me if they're living.
The breaking details. Tony.
Hi, boy's name.
Yeah, Liz, South Brunswick EMS and Princeton Fire and Rescue worked together to deal with this emergency. As you said, it happened right after that grieving family had lowered that casket into the hole. We want to show you the video. Let's get straight to it. It's at Holy Cross Cemetery. This is on Cranberry South River Road. In fact, several rescue companies arrived after that worker here at the cemetery fell into the hole and was injured to the point that he could not get himself out.
Oh, so you do. You just have to be right on top of the casket the entire time.
He looks like somebody who would have broken through the boards, though.
He's a bigger fella.
Why are we on top of the boards?
He's a bigger fella. He probably lost his balance. He slipped and he fell. My God, he went right through the table. My God, there's a person in there.
If there has ever been a moment to not lose your balance, it's right now.
It's right next to an open grave when you're
Don't-
falling on top of the casket.
Don't fall in the grave.
The crews who were working with him couldn't get him out either, so of course they called 911.
He's big.
When they arrived, first responders arrived, crews had to set up what they call a trench panel inside the hole to
Look at it.
stabilize the ground and then use a system of ropes
That is a big fella.
I wish
His name
Melton would
was
stop
Robert
falling.
Paulson. His name was Robert Paulson. His name, I'm sorry, yours was good. I stepped all over it. Go ahead.
Nah, the moment's passed.
She said, I wish Melton would stop being so clumsy. There you go.
lift the worker out. All of this literally
That's not very nice. That guy's actually literally smaller than Melton, in fairness.
took about an hour to finally lift him up and get him into the ambulance. We're hearing that he may have suffered a dislocated shoulder, but that video you may be looking at shows that he was very much alert as he was being placed into that ambulance. An expert out here on the scene also tells us that the crypt lid in...
What the fuck? Did that guy just litter? The hell?
He just threw it.
Expert out here on the scene also tells us that the crypt...
Piece of shit. You're just chucking shit into the grass?
At a cemetery.
At a cemetery. There's dead people there and you're just littering.
That guy, he's looking at this patient. He's like, I have fucking dislocated shoulder. I had to lift your ass.
Yeah, right?
He's just crabby now.
Lid inside that...
Oh my God, did he dent the casket? Are those two big dents in the casket where the light's reflecting?
I think so.
Oh no, he landed on this somebody's loved one and just dented the fuck out of their coffin.
Literally shook this guy's grave.
What a Mr. Magoo type of thing to do.
Oh, gosh, gee, golly darn. I didn't see this hole here.
What a dick.
There's flowers and there's probably thorny roses.
Yeah, if that doesn't motivate you to lose weight, falling into a grave and cracking someone's casket, you're never going to get better.
Do you lay there until somebody notices you're in the hole and be like, oh, fuck, people are going to see how heavy I am?
Help!
hole was in there, and had that fallen on him, his injuries could have been...
He was so big and fat that when he fell into the grave, the person actually woke up. He actually woke the dead.
He woke the dead.
And much worse, but again, we saw him getting into the ambulance. He was alert and then taken to the hospital.
Well, good. At least one of them was.
Surprised he fit in that hole.
And he had to scrunch in there pretty good, I'm guessing.
Probably scraped up.
President Camacho with $2 says, dead guy said, you coming with me?
Oh, he's just really attached to that person.
Thank you, President Camacho, for joining us tonight. 1:40 away from today. Thank you, President Camacho. We're doing it, as they say.
Doing it.
Thank you very much to, I believe that's Zen, and I think it was on Streamlabs. So let's go read the damn thing. So I'll be more prepared next time. Thank you very much for the $10. Every time it comes up with a Google name to select, do you miss Keanu? Because her name comes up.
And sometimes when I have to set up our son's YouTube upstairs too, she logs into that one, so I have to log out of her YouTube. And you know what he says? He's like, why is there a girl's picture on here? He's like so disgusted there was a girl here.
Zen Rhino with $10 says, here's a couple $3 because you played my link tonight and last night. Well, shit, I'll play anyone's link if they pay me. Are you kidding me? I didn't know that was the rule. 1:30 away from doing it tonight. Let's keep doing it. We appreciate that, everybody.
Thank you.
All the links are in the chat. If you want us help us hit the last goal we have for the week, for the evening shows. Iron Axle Animation, no way. He said, Cenk Uygur just announced he's running for president.
No. Look it up.
Please, yes.
Are you voting?
Please, yes. I want to.
I want to see a debate between him and Trump.
Nobody Likes Onion says, Buzzard Bob just called Keanu. Oh, that's fantastic. Here, Cenk.
Did they talk about analingus?
Yeah, about his love of eating ass. Young Turks Cenk Uygur to run for president as a Democrat in 2024.
Oh, my God.
Said that he's running for president as a Democrat in 2024 against President Biden. The Istanbul-born Uygur believes the Constitution's natural-born citizen clause would enable him to become president, but that he may have to take the case, get the fuck out of here, take the case to the U.S. Supreme Court to fight there. Please, yes.
Dude.
Please, God, yes.
But now I don't ever want to hear somebody say... I don't want to hear somebody that voted for Cenk Uygur to say, oh, Donald Trump wasn't a real politician or anything like that, because neither is Cenk.
I just am so happy that he's running. I want to see debates. I want to see speeches. I mean, the guy's insane. And I want him to pick his nephew to be his running mate.
That would be fucking rich.
I want Hassan Piker.
Actually, it's Anna Kasparian.
I actually watched Cenk Uygur talk about communism with Ethan Klein before tonight's show. And I had to turn it off because I went, I'm getting retarded.
Yeah, you'll lose brain cells.
I was
there.
catching retard.
I finally just unsubscribed to him the other day. I don't know why I was subscribed to
Oh,
him.
really? So, yeah, I wasn't.
I think I only was because back in the day we used to cover him a little more often.
Yeah. Cody Thompson with $4.99 says, did you cover the Quick Trip hack / outage? No, but I can.
Uh-oh.
I absolutely can. That sounds like something we could. We're, 15 minutes away from rattling the cans and whatnot. Overtime, I've already got Ed and Michelle. I've got Ed and Michelle for the first time ever shitting on a place they're eating at.
That sounds like a jolly good time.
Never seen it before. So we're going to do that for overtime tonight. But we can definitely, if you want to send me the Quick Trip story.
That's probably local, too.
I would love to see that. All right, the Twins stopped the Astros in the ninth.
Okay, but now we have to score.
So now we have to score in the bottom of the ninth to keep it going. All right, let's give me a second here. I'm going to bring this up. I can't play it on the screen. If we have OBS up, Hulu won't work. Hulu does a really good job of like blocking.
I tried to screenshot watching Hulu on my phone when I was hunting the other day, when I was silent watching it.
Yeah.
It won't let you screenshot it.
It won't let you.
It like shows up as a black image.
Are we logged in upstairs? Because another thing Hulu does is they don't let you log in on too many devices. Yeah, I can't log in on my phone right now.
Do you want me to go shut it on?
No, I'm logged in on the computer and we're logged in upstairs, and they won't let you do more than that.
Probably logged in on my phone.
Yeah, probably. But we'll keep an eye on it here. Ooh, wow! So they go pitch by pitch. 1-1. Ryan Presley pitching to Jorge Polanco, who's 0 for 3 tonight. So I got a hunch he's due. All right. Well, it's bottom of the ninth. We got our 2, 3, 4 of our order coming up, so you can't ask for more than that. 2 balls and 1 strike to Polanco. Excited about this. Somebody, it was very good. Who was it? Big Dog in the chat writes, how could Cenk Uygur run for president? He just fell in a coffin.
Oh, poor guy. He's probably concussed.
I didn't know that was Cenk Uygur. I think we might have to check on that.
More like Chunk Uygur.
See, now I feel like they'd call that fat shaming.
No.
But I could be.
Not where I come from. We like chunks.
I could be wrong. Rusty Grammer says Hulu is liberal. It's affiliated with Disney, which is weird considering they have shows like Letterkenny. Letterkenny is kind of, it's not woke.
It's went that
but
way though.
It's definitely, it doesn't really advertise its politics on the show, but it's got a left lean to it.
Yeah,
That's
I
for
think
sure.
it's gotten worse as time went on, too. It's kind of like watching Shameless. That show went total left.
Yeah.
So did Orange is the New Black.
Yeah, for sure. Right now, 3 balls and 2 strikes to Polanco. Nobody out, nobody on in the bottom of the 9th for the Twins. If they lose, that's it. The season's over. We got more stories we can do here. I'm going to have one eye on the Twins game.
Okay.
And
I'm
one
nervous.
eye on. This is going to be really fun. Gen Z slang. New York Post came out with a whole list of Generation Z slang. Oh shit, they struck him out.
Come on, man.
All right, one down for the Twins. Now it's going to be Royce Lewis, who's already hit a home run tonight.
Royce has been the man.
Royce
for
has been
us.
swinging a hot bat for the Twins. So hopefully Royce, if Royce wants to just get a hold of one more, that'd be fine with me. Optic Nerve says, Aaron, do it in sportscaster voice. Oh, okay. Sorry. Hold on a second. It's and the 3-2 pitch to Polanco is on the way. Swinging a foul tip right into the glove of the catcher, and that's going to do it for Polanco. The first out, and the Twins are down to their final 2 outs with Royce Lewis coming to the plate. And it's already 0-2 to Royce Lewis. Shit. We're
right there.
Yeah.
You just need 2 rounds to take this thing.
That was a close pitch. Ball 1 and 2.
Can
to
we show
Royce
them
Lewis.
this at least?
I mean, yeah, we can show them this.
Yeah,
thing.
so they don't
This
have
is
to
a
just see
little-
us being stupid.
A little animation deal. That's all it is.
It's kind of just telling us what's going on.
Bottom of the 9th, 1 ball, 2 strikes to arguably our best hitter, swinging the hottest bat, him and Correa.
Yeah, Correa even earlier was like, God, he was struck out fast earlier, I believe.
So this is it. Oh, mound visit. Okay, we can move on here for a little bit. They're going out to the mound. They're going to talk about it. Gen Z slang. This is how the kids talk, April. Now, I'm worried about you in this segment because I'm worried that you're actually, like, some of this lingo is going to be, you're going to be like, oh, shit, like, people my age say that. Like, we have some of this.
Oh, that's your worry?
Yeah.
I'm not worried as long as, like, I'm not doing it.
Because some of it's really dog shit, but I will admit there are some things, some of the slang Gen Z has is just utterly retarded. It's stupid. There's no reason for it.
I guarantee you I don't know some of it.
And also, but they do have some good words. You know what my favorite Gen Z slang word is?
No.
Sus.
I don't hate sus, but I don't love it.
I like sus. That's a good one. Here they are. All right, slay. I hate slay. Slay it's literally gay. It came from the LGBT ballroom scene.
Yeah, I feel like I don't use that one.
Slay is garbage. To serve. Along the same vein as to serve. In other words, to serve a look refers to looking good. Example,
God.
She's serving in those shoes.
They're gonna say giving too. Fuck you
Yep,
guys.
it's giving.
God damn it.
Do you know what it's giving means?
Basically, it's serving something.
There
it is.
It's imitating something. It's like something.
I don't use any of
It's
these.
giving Taylor Swift is their example.
Gross.
Dupe. Do you know what dupe means?
I do know what dupe means because one of the YouTubers I watch has started saying it. She does like different like shopping hauls and stuff, and she'll be like, "Oh, this is like a Skims dupe, or it's like a Lululemon dupe." So that means like it's a lookalike or it's a similar.
Guys, bad news. Royce Lewis just struck out swinging.
Jesus Christ, man!
2 outs for the Twins, and
this is it for us.
Max Kepler just fouled off a curveball.
We're choking.
It's 0-1, 2 outs. Ryan Presley, former Twin, is just mowing us down. 1-1 with changeup low. How about a 90-mile-per-hour changeup? Fuck a goat. 1-1 to Kepler. We got about 6 or 7 minutes till we got to do a little our only e-begging of the night here to knock out the rest of our goal. The Twins are just about done. 2-1. Next pitch was a ball. All right, let's next one. Dupe means duplicate, which is fucking stupid. There's so many other words for duplicate.
To describe
or
an
copy.
alternate option, yeah, like I said.
Yeah, there's so many words for that. Riz, of course, we know that from Wrestling Otaku. Charisma.
I didn't know that's what that meant.
You got Riz. Yeah.
I actually had no idea.
Totally gay. I hate it, but it's not the worst that they have. Menti B, I fucking hate. It is the epitome of Gen Z cringe. It means mental breakdown. Oh, I had a mentee bee.
Am I living under a rock? I've never heard a single human say that.
Well, you don't know these people because they're young and stupid, and you don't hang out
A
with them.
mentee bee?
Mentee bee.
Oh my God.
All right, 3-2 to Kepler. Full count. Season on the line. 2 outs, trailing 3-2 to Houston. 3 balls and 2 strikes, and Kepler takes a timeout before he has a mentee bee. Well, you don't want to have a mentee bee.
But not there, you don't.
Yeah, you want to be giving Kirk Gibson. Otherwise, you're sus. I hope we see a dupe of Kirby Puckett. Oh, it's over. It's done. Max Kepler called out on strikes. The season's over. We officially only have the Vikings and the Gophers.
And the Wild.
Who gives a fuck about hockey?
I like hockey. I don't get to watch it enough.
I said good for you. Good for you. Some of the other words here, Delulu is short for delusional.
What the fuck, you guys?
I hate these kids. But they were supposed to.
This
we're
is
supposed
so
to hate
stupid,
this.
honestly.
Now, I like sus. To prove that I'm not just anti-everything Gen Z, I think sus is kind of cute.
I think you only think that's cute because your children like it.
Right. For children to say it, that's fine. If you're an adult and you say sus, I'm going to hit you. You're going to make me upset.
But I'm saying I feel like if you didn't have kids that like that word, you wouldn't like it.
Maybe. Maybe I only find it cute because it's childish and children use it.
Yeah.
Side-eye, I know that one from the kids too. Kids say side-eye, referring to the action of giving someone a critical side-eye for something they said or a decision
You're
they
not
made.
supposed to say that you gave side-eye.
Right, you're just supposed to say
You're just supposed
side-eye.
to give it.
It's sending me. The photo of my dog in a Halloween costume is sending me.
Ew. You skipped slap.
Slap.
I do occasionally say slaps.
That one's gay. I've always hated that one.
This pizza slaps. That makes
Yeah.
sense. I like slaps.
It's sending me means it makes them laugh out loud. The brain isn't braining when something doesn't logically add up or isn't understandable. See, the math isn't
This
mathing.
picture's accurate.
That fucking sucks. Yeah, this picture is very Gen Z.
This brain is not braining.
That's 100% Gen Z right there. That's giving Gen Z for sure.
You're going to start talking like this.
W refers to a win. L refers to a loss. W has meant win since before I was born.
Yeah, but it hasn't been used as much as it is now.
That's
for sure.
Twins got the W. That's been a thing since before I came around.
Yeah, but the kids are now running around being like, oh, I'm going to give you an L later. Oh, I took all the W's today. Like, they're gay about it.
No cap is lying, of course. Cap is lying.
Gay.
Yeah, Gen Z didn't add very much to the slang game, did they?
I only ever use one of those, and it's slaps.
Slaps.
That's it.
Yeah. And even that one.
Yeah, even
Take
that
it or
is
leave
so
it.
remote, and
Yeah.
like I almost don't use it.
We could live without all of Gen Z's fucking slang.
You know when I probably say this shit slaps is probably if I'm really drunk.
Maybe.
And I hear a song I like.
Big Dog says this might literally just be Gen Z sorority retards. I'm Gen Z. I've never heard 90% of this shit until now.
That's what I'm saying. I haven't heard a lot of those.
Well, good. It means, Sir K sent me this story. CNN Business saying that according to a 2008 regulator, somebody who was regulating the housing markets back in 2008, they're saying this housing market looks like a bubble right now. Bravo. I mean, hot take. I mean, that's amazing. Wait a minute. Hold on. You're telling me that at 7 or 8% interest rates, that a 2-bedroom house isn't actually worth $200,000? Get the fuck out of here. I don't believe you.
I looked at houses online the other day for shits and giggles because I hadn't done it in a while. Oh my God. I would never buy a house.
The median home price of an existing home stood at just $278,200 in August 2019. In August of this year, holy shit, $407,000.
The median price?
Median price. How do any of you afford houses right now?
Loans.
How do you even get loans for that
don't
shit?
Plan on paying it back.
Oh my God.
You put up your children as collateral.
No shit, right?
I'll give you my firstborn.
Sheila Blair, who had a front row seat to the subprime mortgage meltdown. Oh, by the way, thanks for blowing the whistle on that one, too. So is this woman just the lady who comes by and tells you what's up before once it's too late and we're already headed there?
Probably.
Dude, I'm sorry. I think the best thing for, like, poor young people is a housing crash. They need one.
We do need it right now.
I mean,
I know multiple people who are young like me and they need a bigger house because their family's growing. They can't do it.
Yeah.
They can't fit their family in a house.
I know a lot of people who, have bought houses in the last year or so it would really suck if they bought their house at that price and then the whole thing cratered.
Why are we buying houses in the last year?
Right? We got to live
fuck?
somewhere. Because it ain't like rent's cheaper.
I don't know a lot of people that have bought a house.
That's because they're all being bought up by hedge funds. BlackRock, Vanguard, all these other hedge funds are just buying them up, making houses unaffordable to the average person. It's fucking gross, man. That's why the prices aren't coming down. You're like, nobody can afford anything. The interest rates are high as fuck. Why aren't the prices coming down? Because BlackRock and Vanguard keep buying these out and then renting them back to us with no ownership at crazy prices. It's fucking wild, dude. Rupert with $4.99 says you don't buy houses right now. Yeah, I couldn't.
No.
I wouldn't advise it either.
I'm saddened to hear that you know people that have bought houses recently.
I know of people. I wouldn't say like I intimately know
people
who have. All right, 120 away. Thank you very much to Rupert for that 120. Let's bust out the offering plate, guys. 120 is within striking distance. Didn't talk about it all show. So now we can bust out the offering plate and see if we can. This is the last evening show goal of the week.
It is. So either we're wrapping up in a few minutes or we're giving you 30.
I think we're going to knock this thing out. I believe in you guys. Throw in a couple of bucks to PayPal, Streamlabs, or Steel Toe Media Inc. on Venmo. Or if it's going to be Rumble, YouTube, Kick, whatever. Let's see if we can do this, guys, without David Chandler. Let's go ahead and fire up that music. Bust out the offering plate. And let's do another 30 minutes of Steel Toe. What do you say? Throw in a couple of bucks and support your favorite show. And let's keep this thing a-moving. We have cut back seriously on our press and the goal this week, and it has worked. So you guys have been right about that.
It's been nice.
We're going to rattle this offering plate for a little bit. We're going to see if we can make our money. And then give you guys an extra 30 minutes of show. 120. Nebo says not getting it. I think we can. We need you guys to click that Streamlabs, PayPal, or Venmo link, or throw in a super chat, gift a bunch of memberships, and let's do this thing. We've got 5.5 minutes to get this thing taken care of. Here we go. See my offering plate? It's going down this row. It's going down that row. Just throw a 5 or a 10 in there.
Don't let MSO win.
Yeah, don't let MSO win, ever. Ryan Scott says, is that a pie crust with a steel toe sticker?
No, this be delicious.
Oh, man, this was made for us by a listener. It's
very nice.
It's our offering plate.
Handmade.
It's cute. Big Dog says, LOL, I haven't watched in a while. You guys have a hobo bowl now. That's awesome. Yes. It's our hobo bowl, our ho-bowl.
Ho-bowl.
If you will. All right.
Came from Maine.
Yes. Let's start a rally. Let's do this thing. 120 away. That's usually considered striking distance.
Pretty low.
So who's going to... Nebo says sympathy dono. I don't give a shit if it's a sympathy dono. Any kind of dono is fine with me. Haven't you ever heard the term beggars can't be choosers?
Absolutely.
I use it all the time. I'm a beggar. I can't be choosy. 4.5 minutes to go. Fauci's Pangolin with $5.
Thank you.
Red Fox Mad with $5. Down to 110. There's the rally. It's begun.
Thank you.
Keep it going. Red Fox Mad putting a link up. We'll play that if we get to overtime. Fauci's Pangolin says, love you, Gino. There you go.
Gino,
right.
You're loved.
Okie dokie. 110 away. Let's hit the rest of this. Everybody chip in wherever you can. And let's put this thing away. 4 minutes to go. Off we go. MSO says, I got this tonight. Let's prove him wrong.
He doesn't want to win.
It's bad for business if MSO has got this. The offering plate goes down this way. The offering plate goes down that way. And we're only 110 away, and it's the last evening show of the week. Nebo says, David Chandler's pockets ran dry. You got nothing. Guys, you heard him.
Doing there.
Thank you, Nebo, by the way. I know what you're doing, and I appreciate that. Guys, make him look like a dick. Let's
Make
do
it
it.
rain on Nebo.
110, make it rain on Nebo. We got this. 3 minutes to go. Let's rewind this. Let's fire it up one more time, and when the music is done, either we will be or the goal will be. Get your generosity. Taste Fairy says hate donos are good too. Absolutely.
Yeah, give us donos so you can keep hating us.
Yes, hate donos are good donos. All right, lots of stuff coming in overtime if we get there.
Ed and Michelle.
Yes, Ed and Michelle for overtime. 2.5 left. PayPal is dry. Venmo is dry, but Joe Smash with $10.
Ooh, thank you.
There you go. Nebo says, throw your money away, retards. I dare you. Nebo's helping.
Yes, he is.
I like that Nebo helps.
He's trying.
Thank you, bud. 105 away. It's doable. 105 is doable. Get in there.
I believe.
Let me shake all the change.
Are you really going to send us to bed early?
Shake all the change out of this fucking thing. And let's get it done. Red Fox Mad says, let's go, let's go, let's go.
Yes, let's go.
You got Joe Smash. Money for nothing as your backing track, says Ryan Scott. I don't hate it. All right, last evening show of the week. I really want to go out on a W here.
I do too.
Oh, man, we've had a great week this week. Barely mentioning goals, anything like that. Oh.
It's been a relief for sure.
MSO says show is done just like the Twins. I hope not.
Aww.
Minute and a half left. 110 is not very much. This is a doable thing. Or 105, I'm sorry. 105 is not, it's very doable.
Little itty bits from everyone.
You guys can do this, but we got to get generous, and we got to get generous quick because we got a minute 15 left.
Run out of time.
And we're running out of real estate. Running out of reasons for hope. Who's got us? Who's got your favorite e-beggars tonight? Come on. John B says the Twins season is over. I know.
It's
I know. I don't want my night to be over.
Right. We don't want to
Oh, we've had such a good week, you guys. Come on.
Come on.
Pugsley says, you know you can loop the video without restarting it. I know, but this one ends like 10 seconds before the video ends.
There's a pause.
Yule Gibbons with $5 says, $5 hype train. Let's fucking go. Let's fucking go indeed.
I love a $5 hype train.
All right, 100 even. That's it. 100 even. We got it. Come on, guys. Help us out. Help Steel Toe stay alive.
Come on.
Last evening show of the week. No e-begging. It's been great.
Aww.
I really want you guys to prove me wrong on that e-begging thing because I think I have to neb and nudge and keep my small little show alive, and you guys have been proving me wrong. Oh boy, 10 seconds to go.
No MSO wins.
We're gonna
tonight.
miss by 100. That's a kick in the dick.
That is.
Well, I'll dig into my pockets and I'll even it up, I guess.
I thought it was a great show tonight.
I thought it was a good show too. If you guys want to get some last minute ones in, please do. $100 misses are lethal to the old Steel Toe, that's for sure.
Wrapping up.
We can take about 4 or 5 of those a month, and then it's curtains. So tomorrow, we'll have to catch up with that 100. That and Rumble Friday, we'll have to hopefully catch up. Well, there
They
you go.
usually pick us up.
The music is over. It's Front Porch Conservative with $5 says, here you go.
Thank you.
All right, we'll hit refresh a few times and make sure that we're fucked.
Make sure.
$10 from Alarix.
Thank you.
Says it won't let me call you a sussy baka on YouTube, so I have to donate here. Well, donating there, actually, we take more of it, so
Yeah, that works.
that is actually really helpful.
Thank
All
you.
right, $90 away.
That's not so much to make up.
That's too bad.
It is too bad.
Aaron Imhole says, I hate you people.
That's just me.
That sucks. That's never feels good, especially after a really
no.
strong week.
Yeah.
Where I haven't even been mentioned the goal or everything. I really thought, I told April this morning, I'm like, if we could have it like that all the time.
This morning show is wild.
Yeah, if that becomes our new thing,
Yeah.
I'm so in for that. I love that. And then, you have a rough one
We'll
tonight.
make it up.
What do you do? MSO says compound cushion. I used it up last night.
Oh, that's right.
I had
you
no
did.
goal last night. We just hung out for a little bit.
Yeah.
Sorry, guys. Red Fox Mad with $4.99. Thank you, buddy. That's going to be $85, but we're going to come up short this evening. All right. Well, Thank you very much, boys and girls. We'll be
you.
back tomorrow. And don't worry, we'll just make the morning show make up for it. How's that?
I think we'll do it.
I hope so. I hope we get a lot of support on tomorrow's show. Well, we almost got there. 85 away. Thanks, guys. We'll talk to you tomorrow morning at 6 a.m. Central. April, thank you very much.
Thanks, boss.
Hope you at least hit like on the video. We hope you at least hit subscribe. And if you feel like throwing a couple bucks in later, you see all the links. We appreciate it. Bye, everybody.